What? Hi Catch, hi Cosmo, hi Angie, welcome. How's it going? Hope you guys are good. I was doing a lot of audio mixing for my small, not so small, tiny cover that I've been recording for the last 4 days. And I realized, hang on a second, I can actually transfer a lot of my audio VSTs over to my microphone on stream, so I just decided to do that. Hopefully it doesn't sound too bad or anything. I think I added a few things to the mic filters. Doing alright, got my hair done. Not good at all, dislocated my shoulder. Well, I hope you got it relocated, and that you found it and was able to put it back in its place. I hope the doctor's visit was okay, assuming that you went. Really fucking better have went. Otherwise, we would have a few issues there. Am I? Oh fuck, my model isn't even on, man. Silly. Nope, that's not the password. There we go. It's so funny that someone can just genuinely steal the phone that I use for VTubing and they're not gonna get a single thing. For a dislocated shoulder? I don't fucking know. I've never had a dislocated shoulder before because I've never gotten into situations where my shoulder gets dislocated. I just figured that if something in your body isn't in its place, then you should probably go to the doctor for it. Is it bad that I beat my sister with a pillow for fun? Did she get pissed off at you, Angie? Maybe. Maybe it is. I don't know. I guess it depends who you ask. If you're asking your sister, then the answer is 100% yes. But if you're asking me, do what your heart tells you to. Motherfucker. My model isn't even connected. Give me a second. Going through Scuff. Just put the caps in the chips, man. Give me the lemon. Where Scuff? Don't worry about it. It's okay, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Anyway. Hello. Oh. Trying to make sure that my mouth is actually moving. Whoa. Ah. Okay, cool. I think I'm good. Hello. Hi, Omo. Welcome in. Anyway, lads. Yeah, let me know if there's anything wrong with the audio. I changed a few things. I added a lot of, like, stuff in a VST, and hopefully everything sounds okay. And if you don't hear anything different, then that's also really good. If there's nothing different at all, then that's also very acceptable. As long as it's not worse than before, then we're good. Anyway. Sometimes, but most of the time she'll hit me back, but she'll punch me. I mean, you know, it's a give and take sort of thing. You hit once, you get hit back, you know? I don't hear anything. What did you say? Fair enough. Anyway, I had an interview yesterday, actually. I had an interview yesterday for a small tiny cafe job, and I think it went very well. When I came around, when I came around, I had to wait a little bit, and then I saw the owners. They were at the front of the cafe, and they were interviewing somebody else at the time, so I was just kind of waiting around the table for a little bit. And then when it came to my turn, I go to the table that they're on, and I see that they have a small sheet of paper with the basic bitch-ass interview questions. And I was like, okay, alright, I know this drill, I know how this works. What can you provide? What are some bad things that you did at your previous occupations? Have you been in any situations where you had to deal with rowdy customers? Were you in situations where you had to deal with rowdy coworkers? I know this all. And I banged on most of those, except the, what do you do in a situation that you have no control over? Because I've never been in those situations before, I don't think. And I was just like, okay, if there's a customer that's complaining to me about certain things that I don't have anything that I can do about, then I'll send them to someone who can give them the answers that they seek. But at the end of the day, I'm just gonna say, sorry that I can't do anything more. That's about it. When Reed came, yeah, that happened today, I guess. I remember. If a customer complains to me, I snap their spine. I mean, that's a valid response, honestly. That's what we should usually be doing when it comes to certain customers inside of any sort of industry service. That's just kind of how it should be. Just play like a boss and say nothing, instant hire. I really wish that's how it worked, Cheeky. But then at the same time, I don't. Because imagine the amount of people that get hired and have no idea what the fuck they're doing. Like, imagine you get some 15-year-old who plays like a boss in the middle of a CIA fucking interview, and they're like, okay, let's hire this guy. We'll station him right next to the offices inside of the McDonald's, and then we're good. And then all of a sudden, guess what? Government secrets have been leaked everywhere. Oh, wait, that's already happened, I guess. So, whatever. If a customer complains, I punt them across the room. If it's a Karen, I defenestrate. All valid answers. It only works for us because we are the boss. I wish... You know what? Fair enough, honestly. I got drilled. You were playing fork knife? My daily fork knife intake? Man! It's crazy that... Every time I hear Fortnite, I just get reminded that motherfucking Hatsune Miku is in Fortnite. I can't. Other than that, the only thing... I've only ever played Fortnite maybe once in my life, and that was on stream. And when I did, I was playing with a friend. And my system at the time, my PC, was crap. It was just genuinely terrible. It had no up-to-date parts for at least 5 to 6 years. Not at all future-proofed between the GPU, the CPU, the motherboard, the amount of RAM that I had. Everything was running on PS2 graphics at 15 FPS, and you could barely hear me because the audio was so unbelievably fucked. But I was playing with Ku, and they live in Asia, so I would have to connect to Asian servers. And I wasn't sure what happened, but I'm pretty sure we were in bots queue for all of our games. Didn't we play together? Nope. We did not. I only ever played the one time. I'm like 90% sure. I could be wrong about that. My memory has been known to be that of a goldfish, so yeah. But I don't remember any other situations where I went ahead and played Fortnite without Ku dragging my ass into a game. Anyway, I was playing on Asia servers. My ping was 200. Hers was perfect. We were fucking killing. It was 4 of us? I don't remember. I only remember the duo because of that was 2 years ago. That was 2 years ago. Hey Marlboro. Hi Cat. How's it going? How are you doing? How's your stream? How was Repo? Hope that was going good. I am drunk. Well, fuck. Why didn't you ask? Why didn't you invite me? What the hell? I feel so left out. I could be chugging a bottle of whiskey right now. When are you not? She's not drunk all the time. She's high all the time. There's a difference. Chug it, I will hang out. Please play with me sometime. If I feel like it. I've been kind of on the busy comms grind as of recent, trying to get money back into my bank account. And surprisingly, there have been a decent amount of people who calmed me, and I'm really happy about that. I am not high all the time. Yeah, I'll take your word for that. I'm doing good, by the way, Marlboro. Marlboro. I haven't smoked in a week and a half. Well, it's about time you got crossfaded. Actually, I probably shouldn't be saying that, because you might just go ahead and do it. Because you're drunk. Because if someone said, oh, you may as well do it right now, I would be the type of person, if I were smashed, to go ahead and go at it like that. I might, no, don't do it. Don't do it. That was a joke. That was a joke for legal reasons. That was a joke. Cat's gonna start seeing God. Anyway. Oh, fork knife time? Oh, have fun. I hope you get your... whatchamacallit. What the hell do they call it again? What? Number 1... Vicroy? There we go. That took me so long to remember. Jesus Christ. Mwah, I lurk. Have a good lurk. Anyway, as per usual, as of recent, guys, I keep coming back every single time to stream, and I keep thinking, what the hell am I gonna play? I just keep thinking, what the fuck am I gonna play? Because right now, I'm stuck on that... I'm stuck on the grind, man. That trick shot simulator grind is, like, really throwing in for me right now. And I've been enjoying the game. It's... The banter in fucking trick shot sim is fun to me. And I don't know if that's Stockholm Syndrome or otherwise, but I genuinely feel like I enjoy the game. I don't know if it's that I enjoy the game, it's that I enjoy the, like, random bits of banter that happen in it. Oh. I was stuck between Winner Winner Chicken Dinner and Victory Royale. And I don't know how I came up with the Chimkin dinner first, because that's PUBG. That's PUBG. I got a suggestion. I'll take it. I'm probably not gonna do it right now because I feel like I have a game. I don't have a game, actually, that's a lie. Do I have any games that I have downloaded right now? I mean, I have the Slop game. I have a Slop game downloaded. Not Slop, but like a really trashy detectives game. Like, I have that. I just have to actually install it. Because I have installed the file, but I haven't installed the game. There's a big difference there. Haste. Broken Worlds. I like the art style off this. My ears. My eyes as well. Sanic. This actually looks pretty fucking sick. Like, I've never really played a Sonic-like before. But I feel like I could give the demo a go at some point. Haste Broken Worlds. Roguelike platformer. Yeah, there's an issue there. I'm really bad with platformers, I feel. Then again, I do love grappling hook mechanics, because generally, those end up being the most fun things you can do in video games. I like the art style a lot of it. It looks like how a Sonic game should be. Again, I don't have any ties to the Sonic IP. I've never really been a fan. I've only ever played, I think, the first game on World 1, and that was basically about it. Hi Lime, hi Kuro. Mr. Y, man, you really have been just... I have to commend you on keeping the bit up. For how long has it been? You're getting crypto ads, 07? Crypto ads on my fucking channel? I gotta kill someone. Genuinely. Thrust? Drive? Oh, glass? Fork? Plate? Napkin. Things that you find on a dinner table? I never played Sonic games, but watched Game Grumps play them. Some of the games are broken as fuck, and it's awesome. Yeah, the more broken a game is, the better it is, in my genuine opinion. Disk. Cloud. Drive. Wait, hang on. Card. Things that you can save data to. Oh! Most crypto scams. It's the same for people. But yeah, I do be sampling. Anyway, Kuro, I need to commend you for keeping up the bit for however long it's been. Ever since I said Wyvils. And just became Uwu for a split second. I have to genuinely commend you for the bit. Because you've been keeping that up for a decent amount of time. Balls.
You will find happiness. Get it twisted. You will be happy.
Watch Game Grumps play Sonic Boom Trice of Lyrics. Playing Shadow has been a delight. I get it, because Shadow and Light, fucking Kingdom Hearts ass fucking shitty joke.
Happiness. Get it twisted. You will be happy.
I said I'm committed. I respect it. I really should have added how often you've committed to the bit every single time to the short that I edited for you specifically. Not you specifically, but for the you're gonna forget this part, and then I should just have all of your fucking messages every time you come into stream. I should just have that. I should have been committed, but it's too late. It's never too late. There's always bitter fish out there. Anyway, Pinot, Rosé, probably. Bounce, thrust. Oh, wait, fucking Rose, flew. Wait, flew, shot? Thrust? Rose. Or is it Rosé? Flew. Thrust, flew, shot, rose. There we go. Increased with up. Bounce, Pinot, Galleon, Quartz. Ounce? Nope. Gallon? Pint? Quart? Yes! Oh, that felt good. I came up with that myself. You love to see it. Something from pumping. Oil, probably. Don't Stop Believin'. The titular Filipino theme song. Often falls to pieces. Plans, probably. Bacterium that can prompt a food recall. Staff? Maybe? Staphylococcus aureus? C. elegans? Saf. I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. Esmar Sessions. E. coli, actually. It probably can be E. coli. That's probably what everyone... Leave this instant.
You will find happiness. Get it twisted. You will be happy.
I was watching you in my... What the hell's TAFE? TAFE class? TAFE? I can't see shit. BRB, school internet. What is it called when you don't drink any water? Pinot. I think you would still piss, but then your piss is gonna be like... Whatchamacallit? Dark. Like, goes dark orange and... Or dark yellow, instead of like light yellow. Perspective. Maybe it's not oil, but I feel like that would be the immediate... It can't be oil, because LT is not a thing. One of 354 to reach the crown inside of the statue of What the fuck? Art? Nope. Boeing jet. Jet? Something from... It's not fucking oil, bro? Leave this and go. Go. Fuck off. Perspective. It's so weird having N as a second letter. So it has to start with an vowel. One of what 354 Art Deco? Art is it Art Deco? It often falls to pieces. Bro, I'm dying here. Perspective. Stare. Singular. I'm lost here. Leave leave this instant. Do like, is it not just go away? Perspective. Okay, wait, hang on. Think about this. Eyes, your head, your cerebral cortex, your Cohen cells. Nope, that's okay, it's all right so far. I'm running out of data. I might be back. That's fucking gas, dude, not oil. It is go. Anal. That's not right, right? Anal. No, cannot. That's impossible. An angle, probably. Jenga tower. Go now. Go now? Leave this instance sounds more aggressive than go now. Go now sounds like, hey, go pick up some stuff from the grocery store. I don't know why my first guess was anal for a 5-letter word. Maybe I'm just projecting? That might be my own issues there that I'm showing off to the world right now. Comb. Chomp. Oh wait, no. Chong. That's Korean. I hate when they put 2 words in a single answer. Makes me so mad. Every single time. Cause it just looks wrong. And I get that, oh, it's to add to the difficulty. But you're motherfucker, it's stupid. It's just stupid. Stop trying to pine over New York Times connections, man. Not connections, mini crossword. Because at the end of the day, it kind of is stupid. Plume. Oh wait, there's no floem. That's a word, right? Floette. That's a Pokemon. Elote. What? I mean, it wouldn't have been last letter E still. Elong. No, Elong. Okay. Elon Musk. Elon. Wait, definitely can't be first letter E, I don't think. Globe? No. I mean, we can go there, I guess. Ah! Blow? No, but... Amble? Nope. Reed is a cutie. Hi, Ocean. How's it going? Did you enjoy... You were fishing, right? I think you were fishing. How's it going, Flare? How's it going, Flare? Fire? Flare? TV? You're a cutie. You're the real cutie here. I'm really trying my best every single time that I come on the stream and I try to figure out these horrific... It's gotta be B, first letter. BL. My favorite... Not my favorite genre. Maybe it's not B for first letter, man. E-L... Eleg. I feel like it's just right in front of my fucking face. Oh, Olb. Wait, what the fuck? Hang on. So...
You will find happiness. Get it twisted. You will be happy.
I'm trying my best here, Kuro, and hopefully I do become happy. I saw you on my front page and was like, isn't Reed and Saf fish lobby? But yeah, she keeps yapping and fishing. On my front page is crazy, dude. Yeah, no, I figured. I think I'm still in the background, assuming that she hasn't moved. Yeah, she hasn't moved. Yeah, I'm still in the background. I have the game still up in the back. So we can just have that as, I don't know, stream ambiance. I mean, I'm not gonna you know what would be funny? If it would be funny if I just have a one-sided react conversation to her stream as I'm still in the background. I'm like a drama VTuber trying to farm for clicks and fucking tea. I gotta say though, there were a lot of takes that she kind of made that I was working on a video for commissions, and there were a few times where I really had to stop myself from typing in chat and just getting distracted. But there were to her credit, there were a few times where I was like, okay, I can get with this. Her coffee rant about saying, why the fuck would you add like a billion bits of shit inside of your coffee? Does that mean you even like coffee anymore, or do you just like all the stuff that you're adding? And saying that creamer doesn't do anything to distract from the bitterness of coffee. I was like, you know what? Go off. Well, we may have our disagreements every now and then for the most tiny of opinions, but you know, if you're ragging on coffee, on coffee people, on quote unquote coffee people, then by all means, I will take that in spades. Sounds good to me. BLE. Blelo. Nope. Bliho. Nope. Go off a cliff? Nah, I'm good. I mean, the Call of the Void has gotten to me at some point. I mean, if it got to me, then I wouldn't be here, but I have looked off a cliff once in my life. Just to see what would happen. Nah, well, yeah, just to see what would happen. I was in the Philippines, and I just looked down a cliff onto like the rocky areas below and the waves crashing against the cliffside. And I was like, well, that is weird. Is it? Olben. Motherfucker. Go off a cliff. What would be the coolest way to go off a cliff? Probably by like Evel Knievel jump or something, right? I love how E-L-B? That's not a word, motherfucker. Backwards in a shopping cart, but you don't get to see. If you're backwards in the shopping cart, then you don't get to see the cool drop. You're just like moving backwards. You're not committed to the bit. This is kind of a dark conversation. I kind of need to steer it another way. What's everyone's opinion on water? Who are the hydroids in chat? Who likes water here? Oh, is that about commitment? Something that I don't have because I'm too afraid. Me describing many people on the internet, I'd imagine. Alright, it's gotta be B first letter, right? BL? X? Or BLE? No, it can't. No. Maybe O first letter. Let's try that. O-L-B. I already did this. Lloyd. Water is good. Water is okay, man. Okay, I have a weird thing, and I don't know if this is a sane observation or otherwise, but I have a small packet of Gamer Supps. I have a billion sample packets. And they're all kind of expiring, as in there's moisture getting into the sample packs and causing it so that it's not a powder anymore. It just becomes like a sludge of sugar and not caffeine and whatever the hell else they put inside the powder. And I just kind of scraped the inside a little bit and put it into my water. And now my water just tastes like ever so slightly flavored, and it makes it more disgusting than regular water. I mean, I'm not saying that regular water is disgusting. Regular water is actually maybe a B+ on our A- on the scale of drinks tier list. But having that slight flavor is actually fucking gross. It's a weird curve, you know? If you only add a little bit of sugar, then all of a sudden your water tastes like absolute garbage. But then when you add the right amount of sugar, then we're going places. Now you're Gordon Ramsay, now you're cooking in the kitchen. F L E Flecko. Okay, it can only be like 2 letters. B L. Lock it in. Bloon. Bloop. Okay, it's not B. All right, we got it. 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 All right, we got something. We're being more strategic now. X Leob. Definitely not. Elbow! What? Oh, sorry. I did that wrong. It's elbow. 3 a.m. water is goated. 3 a.m. water is goated. When you're horrifically dehydrated in the middle of your bed and all of a sudden you need to go downstairs to the refrigerator to get some dispensed water that definitely has been coming out of a water filter that has not been cleaned in several years, and you put ice inside said water that also has not been cleaned in several years, most likely inside of that ice machine, there's probably a billion... There's like a taste to the refrigerator, and sometimes it's disgusting, but other times, man, this is definitely India. Like, don't even. The moment that I saw Kashmiri chili, I was like, okay, brother, we can only be in one place. This is, I'm gonna guess France. I see pomme puree. I see what apparently, what kind of sauce is this? Is it Béarnaise? I don't know. France. Okay. Sorry about that. It is not France. That threw me for a loop. That threw me for a loop. Okay, what is this? What is this tomato? Look at this. Someone cut this with a fucking spoon. There's a curve to it, man. And you can tell that it wasn't, like, well done either. This is... What the fuck? Or it could just be a slice, actually. No, that... If it's a slice, then that's a shitty-ass knife. Look at the... I mean, there's, like, a little bit of, like, weird marks over yonder over here, man. It kind of indicates that your knife ain't sharp. This looks like where the cut happened. Because it's crunched in a little bit. And then the rest is kind of fine. And, like, the presentation's a bit off. I mean, look at this. This guy got a little bit of potato on top of the tomato. It looks wrong, man. Chew mark? Maybe. Maybe they just bit off the tomato slice and then put it on the plate. All right. we gotta talk about this guy's plating. Like, genuinely. I have many critiques to make here. All right. The tomato is one thing, right? The tomato is one thing. The inconsistency upon which they have plated their pomme puree is disgusting. Like, you had the piping tip and everything, but come on, man. You could have made the, like, you could have made it so much more consistent. I could have made that so much more consistent, man. It is not that hard. Like, boop, boop, boop. This guy had, like, such a fucking elongated bit over here. And then these have a nice shape. And let's see. The giant stalk of fucking parsley on top. Like, you know damn well the guest isn't just gonna pick up that and be like, an extra salad. No, they're gonna put that away to the side and then leave that for their wife, probably. And then, like, the elongation over here on the piping is disgusting. Why are we using a tiny brick as a plate? Like, why are we using a tiny plank of wood that came from fucking Goldie Rogers' boat? Like, use a plate. I don't know why I started this as a bit, but it's actually kind of irritating me a little bit. The plank? Okay, so it's meant to be on the plank. The plank itself is heated, keeping everything warm and giving a, I don't know, Denmark mean? Hot. Plank steak. Okay. Germany. Okay. What? How about Russia? Okay, we're getting way farther than we were supposed to be. Okay. Let's start. Let's go back down a little bit. Let's think about this. Where could we be? Sweden. All right, Sweden. Plank steak. You couldn't find a better name for this dish? It had to have been plank steak. I've seen, like, you know, cedar smoked salmon before. Like cedar salmon, I've seen that. Plank steak is new to me. Let's see. Like a mustard sauce. Actually, that should have been like the Sweden show. The moment that I saw the mustard sauce. It's like a mustard sauce and a black peppercorn sauce, looks like. I'd fuck with that. I fuck with that real good. This is a hamburger steak. What? This is a Salisbury steak? I don't really know where this came from. This is definitely a TV dinner Salisbury steak. Where is Salisbury? Isn't that in, like, England? United Kingdom, Salisbury steak. Okay, United States. I'm sorry, motherfucker. Named after James H. Salisbury, an 19th century American physician who advocated for a meat folks diet. Imagine how he would feel right now. Imagine how this guy would feel about people eating raw testicles and raw dog and ground beef. He would be absolutely over the moon, boys. You know, I feel like Salisbury steak gets a bad rap nowadays because everyone always associates it with the Red Box TV dinner. But I don't think I've ever had Salisbury steak proper before, if that even exists. Because you don't ever go to restaurants and see Salisbury steak on the menu. You only ever see it inside the frozen TV dinners box. But at the end of the day, this is just... I guess this would just be the Japanese hamburger, right? Ground beef, onion, breadcrumbs, egg, milk, salt, pepper. Yep. That's hamburg. Worcestershire sauce, butter, beef broth, mushrooms. That's going into the sauce. Mushrooms, garlic, onions for gravy, ketchup. This is just fucking... I don't know if that's a nice revelation that I've just made, but Japanese hamburger is just Salisbury steak. Oh, we got a little bit underneath the average. That's unfortunate. We could have definitely done better, but it is what it is. Egg? I don't know about that. What do you mean? Wait, aren't these, like, extremely high in price now? I should know this. $8.99. Okay, sorry. $5.99. Okay. We go $7.49 as is with statistics. Okay, we go down. Now we go $6.49. Okay, cool. They're kind of similar, but the culture isn't there. Okay. So there's a thing in Japanese culture called yoshoku, right? Let's go deep dive into this a little bit. Yoshoku. Yoshoku. Western dish, right? It is literally called Western dish. For eggs? Yeah. 24 count. 2 dozen. I thought it was gonna be like... It's worse for me, because I'm experiencing an egg shortage right now. Anyway. Yosoku, right? Western food. It's a literal specific thing where they steal or take inspiration from Western dishes, right? The ingredients between a Salisbury steak and a Hamburg, the same thing. Breadcrumbs, egg, milk, ground beef. Bread, egg, crumbs, milk, ground beef. They're basically the same thing. One is just more influenced semi by the country of origin, but at the end of the day, it does fall under yosoku. The only difference is where is it cooked. If you cook a Salisbury steak in America, it's a Salisbury steak. If you cook a Salisbury steak in Japan, you call it a Hamburg. It's like saying the British owns this stolen art. They don't own anything, man. Or maybe they do. Who knows? I don't want to piss off MI6 considering the fact that they put someone inside of a bag. Exactly. Then no one fucking owns the concept of a burger. They're all just the people who own the concept of a burger are the dang cows. It's all meat at the end of the day. And if we're going by that logic, you know, everything's American. And at that point, nobody wins. It's the Americans who own it. Yeah, one's owned by Americans, the other by Japan. But at their... But hell yeah, brother. Yeah! I'm gonna fuck my 7th cousin. And the inbreeding continues. Call me a sandwich. Anyway, what am I looking at again? What did I come into? I don't know, man. That's a good question. I love that everybody's first initial reaction is always me saying some horrific out of context crap. Japan copied the everyone's a play. No one's original, man. We stole the concept of a fucking hamburger from Germany, and then fucking mashed potatoes came from England. We stole all of that because we're basically their inbred cousins. And then Japan comes around and is like, oh, hey, hamburger, Americans, United States, yes. Takes it and makes it an entire bit of their own cuisine. No one's original. We all came from Genghis Khan, okay? I thought mashed potatoes are Irish. They don't have potatoes there. That's a known fact. Would you say the concept was? Yes, yes. Damn it, you can't be funnier than me, Dutch. Stop. I don't know, but now I'm here to stay. Hell yeah, brother, let's go. 7th cousin, 5th niece, 2nd mother, all of them come into the bedroom. At the same, no, maybe not at the same time. That'd be kind of fucked, but you know, take turns or something. I don't know. Says the random person inside of Oklahoma. Jesus Christ. I blame the Brits? We should all blame the British. Imagine being the type of asshole and the other colonizers. Yes, looking at you, Spain. Looking at you, Genghis Khan. Rip to my boy. The OG. I really shouldn't be saying that because that is a murder. He's a maniac. He was kind of a maniac. Always blame the Brits. I'm joking. I'm not. You can't. Are you kidding me? Anyway, it was not permitted to carry hyperallergenic oil into the Grand Chateau. I'm imagining that's the Grand Chateau. The suspect with the crystal dagger also had silver hair. Okay. Who has... Okay, you have silver hair. I blame Spain for the quest for spice or whatever. I always love coming back to the idea that the England, United Kingdom, all of that jazz, they went on fucking adventures for spice and then don't use it in their general cuisine. But at the same time, okay, I'm gonna be real. I feel, do you guys know about the guy, the Spuds guy in the UK, who just serves potatoes with different types of toppings and shit? Like baked beans and ungodly amounts of cheese, probably, I don't know what they use over there, Red Leicester? Gravy, whatever the hell he has on hand, chili, onions. That guy, I've seen get flack. I don't think he deserves to get flack, man. He's just out there serving potatoes. You guys know who I'm talking about? Wait, hang on. I don't know if I can actually watch his stuff. Not because he copyrighted it, but because Spuds guy. But because I have disabled viewing shorts on my I've disabled viewing shorts on my browser so that I don't fall into a pit of non-functioning for 3 hours on end. Alright. Like, it's these guys, man. They're just waking up at 6 a.m. up until however long until they close, making fucking potatoes. Alright, this is a master class in potatoes.
A nice potato. Now there is 5,000 varieties. So getting the perfect one for the perfect fluffiness, you've got to find.
At least the Spanish used the spices they stole. Dude, it's not that hard, United Kingdom. I know everybody makes the joke, haha, it feels like their food is still stuck in World War II, but then, like, they can easily, like, move away from that. Like, we get it, guys. We fucking get it. Like, you guys have curry, haha, like, in your state, your fucking country's food of choice is curry. We get it, yeah, but then that doesn't come from you. That comes from another country. That's not yours, no matter how much you say. Fucking tikka masala is your country's food. It's not. It is 98% India with 2% England, okay? My grandmother is British, and a lot of her food had zero taste to it. I feel bad for her, but then she did live in a certain period of time.
Ready?
Oh! Oh my god! Did you see that? That throw was clean into that foil. I'm sorry, that was way too much.
Second step, oven.
Twice in a row? I wonder how many times they have to re-record that. What are the degrees in Celsius, my friend? Remember vegan kebab? I don't actually know what that is. What is that? What the hell? Okay, what the fuck is this? Vegan kebab. A barm cake with barm. Bacon is often the filling with barm. A pie sandwich with bread and sauce. Popular in Lancashire. Is it Lancashire or Lancastershire? In Manchester. What the fuck is it? With the P wet? Oh, that? I'm okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of fuck with it. I'd eat this. Mushy peas and onion gravy ketchup. I'd eat that. I'd devour that, I feel. I don't know, something about the gravy just speaks to my soul. Speaking of which, time for me to feast. I'm gonna make some Alfredo later again. Amazing. I know, right, Ambi? Ambi, I spent another whole day doing retuning and mixing on the cover. Spent the whole day on it because I kept on re-listening to it, and I was like, why the fuck do the vocals sound thin all of a sudden? And I'm like, oh. How is it? I think it sounds way better now. Like, the difference between the second one and the fourth one, because I have now, like, 4 iterations at this point. I just added a few, like, extra VSTs on top. Do you double anything? Yeah. I mean, a few things, but for the most part, I kind of do I didn't double a lot of the vocals for the song. Mainly because I felt like I was trying to, whatchamacallit, replicate what the original did. And it didn't really have a lot of doubled vocals. It just had a bit of touch of reverb. So I just went ahead and did that. And the voice, all the vocals sound a lot wider now. And I'm really happy about it. Anyway, I'd fuck this up real good. I'm learning a lot about food that isn't from America. Vegan kebab, HSPs. No, oh, what the hell is this? That's not food. Halal snack pack. Halal snack packs. I can make this right now, man. I can, it's barbecue sauce, buffalo sauce, and garlic sauce on top of fries with, like, kebab meat on top. I can make this right the hell now. I have frozen kebab meat. And I think I have fries in the freezer somewhere. Oh, tzatziki? I think it could be. I have a thing called toom. It's like a traditional garlic whip, basically. It's genuinely just a garlic emulsion. And there's a lot of garlic in it. It's so good. I love this stuff to death. I love garlic. Ambi, this is basically just pure garlic and some lemon juice inside. I wholeheartedly recommend, if you can find it on Amazon, at Costco, or whatever the hell, you would destroy this sauce, I bet.
And we'll cook that for an hour and 15 minutes.
An hour and 15 minutes for a baked potato? Wait, what's the temperature, bro?
It's been an hour and 15 minutes.
They didn't say what Celsius it is. How can I make the perfect spud?
Let's open it up and see what it looks like. Are you ready for the grand reveal?
Oh, look at that beauty. Look at that. The skin's coming off. It's nice and golden on the top. You can tell which side was on top and which side was on the bottom. Look at that steam coming out. Yeah. Get at it, my friend. Show that potato who's boss. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I could
Fluff it up, fluff it up.
I could go for a potato right now. Okay, where are the toppings though? Where are your baked beans and cheese and sour cream and chili and more cheese and sauce?
Perfect. Spud, bro. Spud.
I love Spud Bros, man. What's your opinion on the guy that put all the toppings on whatever the customer brings to his food truck? Wait, what? On the guy that puts all the toppings on whatever the customer brings. I honestly, if they, okay, wait, hang on. Can you like rephrase that? Because I'm having a bit of trouble. What the fuck? Why is Mr. Beast here? On the guy that puts all the toppings on whatever the customer. Oh, you know what? I respect it because customer service, that is like 10 out of 10. Even though I would not be the type of person to go ahead and put all of that shit, all of our toppings and all of our bottom end onto someone's plate like that. I respect it a lot because I think it's funny. Hey bro, I just came with a fucking bit of fish and chips. I think this is the guy. These are the guys. Does he have shorts? Yeah, but I can't view any of them because I have an extension that disables YouTube Shorts. For my sanity's sake. Because the moment that I fall into that pit, I'm stuck there for hours. And then I can't do anything else. But yeah, Spud Bros. A steak and cheese, Spud? You know what my favorite thing that they do is? The first person and last person of the day that they have, they get a Spud for free with whatever you want on it. And you can just say, give me everything on top. And that includes every single sauce that they have. Extra salt, extra pepper, extra olive oil, extra like sour cream, baked beans, cheese, chili, spicy chili. Because they sometimes have 2 different types. Cheese sauce. They're crazy, man. Let's say that Chef Aubergine was not in the hedge maze. You were not in the hedge maze. Let me tell you how this poison tincture was on the miniature golf course. Okay, I'll believe you. All I know is this. Principal Applegreen brought a poisoned tincture. You are Applegreen. You are Applebee's. Okay. Where does that bring me? Where does that put me? I don't think I get anywhere with this. Awesome. It is awesome. Like, imagine you're just making fucking potatoes with toppings on it and you're getting a billion people addicted. There's a guy out there. Hang on. What was his name? There's a guy, like Big Joe's Hot Dogs or something. Hot dog guy. Ah, Chris's Red Hots! This guy just posts whole videos of him making hot dogs. It's just hot dogs. And the skill with which he's familiar with his entire kitchen setup inside of his food truck, it's kind of mesmerizing, okay? And I know I got flack for someone. Alright, no, yeah, I kind of said that I didn't understand it when someone was making a single salad. And how I was being mesmerized by someone making a single salad, but then I watch shit like this. So, I may or may not be a hypocrite. That's about it, though. I love this guy so much. I used to watch him to sleep. That is a wild comment. I was just scrolling and wanted to say your avatar is so cute. I really appreciate that. I think it looks like INFP in personification. You know, I think you read me like a book. As crazy as it is. Even though I feel like if I take a... like, if I take the test now... I don't know. I don't know what I would get. It's been a while. It's been a long time since I've taken the test. But you're not far off the mark, I will say that, bunny girl. Do you miss the chopped cheese man? Is there a chopped cheese man? Chopped cheese man. Oh, the Aki way. Yes. You put here's how you make a chopped cheese the Aki way. First, you're gonna get your meat and put it on the grill. You're gonna get your onions and then put it on the grill. Don't forget the bev. Yeah, I know him. Don't forget the bev. I really appreciate the comment though, bunny girl. I'm assuming that this is all like horrifically wrong. Wait, that's a lie, maybe? Yeah, you can't forget the bev. I love that, guys. I love Aki. INFP is... Oh yeah, you're right. It genuinely is. I forgot that was the icon that they used. I didn't even connect that. Maybe that's more accurate than I thought it would be. Did I get it right? Off rip? Oh. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. We're one away. We're one away from that fat 900. That's crazy. I'm gonna go sweat on Roblox and get shit on Valorant later. Have fun. You better get that fat dubski. That better be the signal that we're getting the big 900 today. That would be cool. Anyway, Principal Apple Green with a golf course probably. Toinksha. And at the golf course. Please be right. I hate everything. Silverton the Legend? Okay, well I guess it's my fault. I couldn't just not follow you. You seem so nice. Depends on the day. I will say that. Depends who's in chat and whose vibes I'm vibing with. But you are of the positive sort, so I will, as such, reciprocate. Farms Wololu Wonder? What the heck? Pokemon... What? Pokemon? What is the one with Woolulu? Wait, no, hang on a second. I don't know. Harvest Moon me? It's been a while. Elephants. Priests. Catapults. Okay, now I don't know where I am anymore. Gotta hop? I like that, that's funny. Supposed to be is the keyword. You and me both. I tend to have those moments where I'm just like, I need that small break, and that small break goes from 5 minutes to an hour. Yikes. Have a wonderful day and night. Thank you for the positives. When you sweat, is it like water or is it like sap? Do you mean like in real life or do you mean like in character? Like in character is probably sap. I'd imagine it's sap. It just gets stuck to the branches inside of my hair. Elephants, priests, catapults, farms. I don't know. Is Pharaoh? No, Pharaoh is not here. Is this a 4X game? Civilization? Maybe? Civ 5? Nope. Villagers, Babylonians, Mesopotamia. It's gotta be like something along these lines, right? Elephants. Assassin's Creed. I watch princess movies all day instead of working. Man. I haven't sat down for a movie in such a long time, I feel. My grandma wants to go to the movie theater to watch a Filipino movie. That is releasing tomorrow, actually. Now that I think about it. So I'm gonna take her and someone else in the family over there. What do you mean average gets 2 attempts? What, people got 2 attempts on this but didn't get 1 attempt and took 6 on QWOP? That's kind of messed up, man. Stardew Valley. I don't think it's Stardew Valley, but okay. Domestication, 4 ages. Knights. No, hang on. What was Nimi playing? Crusader Kings. Crusader Kings 2. Nope. Map editor. Naval Warfare. What? War Thunder? World of Tanks? No. Definitely not War Thunder, I feel. What the hell is this? Tower Defense. Oh my god. Is this... Oh, this is a mobile game. This is a mobile game, dude. Is this Clash of Clans again? Tower Defense. Bloons Tower Defense? No. Bloons. TD6. Age of Empires. You see this? I'm sorry, Age of... Yeah, no. I kind of was not going to get that, I don't think. Sneak food in your throat sack behind your ear. You know, that's such a good idea because there's a nice sandwich place nearby where we're going to go. Are we going to go there? Oh, there's a bakery nearby. I should... Yeah, whatever. There's a bakery nearby, actually, rather. But I'm probably not going to watch the movie. Is this... Spelunky 2. That was a... Skullgirls. Second encore. Okay. There's a dog. I feel like I should know this. Katana... It's definitely not Katana Zero. Mechanicus. MechWarrior Online. Speaking of movies... What's the powder that they put on movie theater popcorn? Movie theater popcorn seasoning. Because there's like a specific powder that they put on there. It's just called popcorn salt. Flavacol! That's what it's called, man. Flavacol is the real stuff. Flavacol. Like, this is the yellow stuff that you see them just dump on every single bag? Bowl of popcorn. Now you know what it's actually called. It sounds like a chemical, but it is just popcorn salt. And it tastes amazing. This is literally what movie theater popcorn tastes like, by the way. This is the movie theater popcorn seasoning. And then there's a guy, hang on. If I just search up popcorn guy in the movie theater. Yeah, this guy. It's the first thing that comes up. I don't even have to I don't even know his name. All I need is popcorn guy. This guy, all he does is he just makes popcorn. And he's just having fun at his job. He's spinning the bucket of popcorn. I don't know why. I don't.
Over the holidays.
I don't need the commentary, man. It's my job. But you just have him like making buckets of popcorn, like all fancy. Like he's like throwing it up in the air, putting the clarified butter or whatever inside, making sure that each kernel is properly seasoned with the butter. Because people neglect to do that. People neglect to get that properly done right. I didn't see... I guess there's already the Flavacol inside there, but it got to a point where this guy was fucking featured on Jimmy Kimmel. And this is just a dude in Texas making popcorn. I don't know what this is. Wait. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Unsighted. Yeah, I have never heard about this before in my entire life. But no, yeah. Okay, maybe... I think I'll have to take back my comments about the guy who was just making a salad for a table of 7. But I was in a situation where I was really trying to work, and so I kind of crashed out, but for the wrong reasons. Hi, Kirky. Welcome in. Hello there. How are you, chat? Chat? I think they're doing okay. inside of the dungeon that I decided to put them in for the day.
Axel.
But I guess it depends. A lot of them are probably dead. Like the mods. Axel. Like the grease.
Unkind.
Light Axel grease on my burger. I hope you're doing good, Kirky. Welcome in, welcome in.
Radio.
Something that I didn't know that I kind of needed. And it's kind of weird, right? It's nice having background noise just randomly inside of your house to kind of fill in the void of silence. It's like how you're inside of your room and you always have, I don't know, a video playing in the background or music or a Netflix special. It's just nice having like the background noise so that you're not just alone with your own thoughts. And maybe that's something wrong with me.
Wishes.
Maybe there's something wrong with me in that regard.
Bent.
Get bent.
Sagacious.
Sagacious. I know how to spell that one. I've been around the bush. I mean, I've been around the block a little bit.
Summit. Summit.
Hang on.
A noun meaning top, apex.
Yes. But yeah, we're doing good. We're just doing our dailies right now, you know. All of this. We're about to be done with it now that I think about it, and we're probably gonna move on to Trick Shot Simulator.
Cutaneous.
Like subcutaneous? Oh my god.
Afghan.
Okay, wait. Gahan.
Afghan. A
Pejmiri
noun meaning
Afghan?
Pashtun. The term Afghan is
I got an article in Pashmina Afghan. I'm a king
Obliterate.
of the world. On a boat like... I really am glad that I stopped mixing my song from earlier. Because the amount of re-recording that I needed to do for so many of those vocal tracks was genuinely annoying. But I've gotten to the point where I just don't need to re-record anything anymore, and if I do, it's for very minute reasons. Obliterate? Obliterate. We might be getting the max on this.
fortissimo.
I take that back. Wait, hang on. That's easy. Okay.
Ikebana. Ikebana. A noun meaning the Japanese art of flower arranging that emphasizes form and balance. Ikebana.
Yes! Okay. Alright. Lock the fuck in, dude.
Stealthily.
Stealthily.
Chiffonade.
Oh my god! He's okay. Oh, 14 to 15. Can we finally get another perfect spell check? The only reason I got chiffonade was because of culinary school, man. Okay, lock in.
Anise Konya.
What the fuck did you just say to me?
Anise Konya. A noun meaning a defect of binocular vision in which the two retinal images of an object differ in size. The word originates from Greek icon, meaning image. Anise
Ani? Seikonia. Icon. Konia. Anise Konia.
Anise Konya.
Anise Konia. I hate this game with all of my spirit and soul. How do you spell it? You're okay, it's spelled how it sounds, I guess. Anisekonia. Alright, well, I guess I'll die. Bandle today? Apparently Bandle is supposed to be easy today. I'm gonna guess Lady Gaga. Bad Romance. Probably not. Is this Fireflies? No. Three billion views is crazy. No. What is this? Ah! It's Rihanna and Eminem. Shit. It's Love the Way You Lie. People got this in 2? I wasn't. Adore How You Deceive. The moment the vocals hit, I was thrown for the biggest loop I've ever had in my entire life. Oh my god. I just hear it. My brain gets sent back a billion years, and all of a sudden I hear Marshall in my head. I loved this song when it came out, by the way. I tried to rap it when I was back in the ye olden days of middle school. I tried to be able to sing this on my own. And I don't know if I would be able to nowadays. I feel like that would be kind of a hard ask for a guy like me. I didn't mean to kill that. I feel like that would be like a hard ask for a guy like me. But actually, how do you like? What is it? How does it go again? Who's gonna say, love the way you? This was okay. I kind of tend to be like, oh, I don't like mainstream pop songs. They kind of suck. I don't like them. I like things that are actually good. I can concede a few times, and I can concede sometimes, man. This is a good song. I like it. I can't tell you how it really is. I can only tell you what it feels like. And right now, a steel knife in my windpipe. I can't breathe, but I still fight while I can fight. Yep. Okay. As long as the wrong feels right, it's like I'm in flight, high off of love, drunk for hits. Yeah, it's like okay. I am surprised I remember the beat to the song. I can't tell you what it really is. I can only tell you what it feels like. And right now, there's still a knife in my windpipe. I can't breathe, but I still fight while I can fight. As long as the wrong feels right, it's like I'm in flight. High for love, drunk from her. It's like I'm hopping, painting, love her. Okay, I can't. Sometimes, I don't know. I got nothing. I don't think I can. I can't do it, man. I used to be able to though. I don't remember it much now. But I did like the song. Isn't like Galissapod a rock type? Are you from Kalos? No. Okay, I'll take. Oh, what? Rock Poison, Rock Hoenn. Okay, I can get that. Rock Hoenn. Oh, Aggron. Easy. Hoenn normal type. Easy. Vigoroth. It's always my go-to. I'm taking it back. Zangoose. Yes, sir. Hoenn Dark. Easy. Nutman. Always remember, never forget. Poison Dark. Okay, we can get that. Grim Snarl. Probably. Okay. Skunk Tank. That's a Poison Dark. Yep. Poison Normal. There's probably only one of those in the entire game. Kalos Dark? Okay. Fucking... I don't remember Kalos was France, right? That was Gen 6. What was in... Normal... Oh, Furfro. We remember the Dogmon. Yes. Normal poison type. Okay. Now you got me fucked up. Poison Rock. It's probably a poison... Cursula, maybe? Gets pissed off at people stomping on it and destroying the ecosystem. Nope. Poison normal. Kalos Dark, I think should be easy. But I can't think of anything. Kalos Rock? I can't think of anything. Wait, hang on. Isn't there like... No, fucking Rhyhorns... Rocks... Meteor. Nope. Barbaracle, Binacle, Diancie was fucking in Gen 6, man. How could I forget? That's one of my favorite mons of all time. The fucking... Okay, I should have probably gotten that. I was not getting rock poison by any stretch of the imagination. The only one that was definitely the biggest throwaway that I had was the Kalos Dark type. I really should have gotten Yveltal, because that just makes sense in hindsight. But then again, hindsight's 2020. So, plan for today. I'm not going to stream for that long, because I don't want to. I want to get working on comms so that people don't get angry at me. And also I want to work on a small thing in the background, as in music stuff. So yeah. But that being said, depends how long I have people to bounce back and forth to in terms of yapping. Hi, Chris. Hope your job's going good. Hope you haven't broken your back for the upteenth time, you fucking dingus. We're gonna play Trick Shot Simulator again. Now, there is an issue, I feel. I'm being bullied. Hang on, guys. I'm being bullied right now. They're bullying my ass. You see this shit? They're bullying me. Can you guys see this? They're bullying me right now. Look at this. I used to be like in the back over here, but then they punched my ass so far that they sent me back to spawn. Like they're bullying me. What is this, man? Don't worry about this, by the way. This is fine. Back is A-okay. Good. Good to hear. Glad that's all settled up. Alright, it's time for Trick Shot Simulator. I don't know if I should be playing Trick Shot Simulator right now, man, because I do need a yapping game, but I feel like if I play it and then I accidentally get... I don't want to... I guess I don't want to be playing Trick Shot Simulator for a charity stream, man. That would just be silly. Maybe I could. I love getting called a cheater in FPS games. It's the best feeling because... that just shows how bad everybody else is. I remember the first time that ever happened to me was in a game called Combat Arms by Nexon. And I was a dumb, milk-drinking 9-year-old who just picked up the game. And I entered a free-for-all match inside of effectively what was Combat Arms' Rust at the time. And I flicked 3 headshots or 4 headshots in a row in the center of the map. And then people immediately assumed that I was a cheater and everyone vote kicked me off the game. Without anyone doing any sort of, like, fact-checking or otherwise to make sure that I wasn't doing it again. But then again, I guess cheaters were rampant. It was not that hard to get cheats for that game. It wasn't that hard to get cheats for any game back in the day. If you looked in the right places. I mean, don't tell Big Brother Jagex, but then I used to... That's in. But don't tell Big Brother Jagex. Don't tell Daddy Jagex, but I've bought it in RuneScape at some point. Not at any point in recent time, but my original account that is probably stuck in the hell that is RuneScape 3. It used to be botted. I botted to Woodcutting 99. Was I proud of myself back then? Okay, there's a funny story about that, right? I botted my RuneScape account when I was in middle school up until 99 woodcutting. And when I got 99 woodcutting, I was so fucking happy when I was a wee lad, right? I was over the moon. And then I went to go and get my skill cape. Because I figured that skill capes were for everybody. They were available to everybody. However, they were not. As I learned upon that day, they're only available to members. And that fucked me up. It messed my brain up so bad. It messed my brain up so bad learning that. I always thought that anybody could buy a skill cape, no matter what your subscription plan for Jagex is. But only members can buy skill capes. So I got away with botting to 99 woodcutting, but with nothing to show for it. I didn't get any cool capes or anything. I didn't get any, like, happy fun times. At that point, I was like, I don't know what to do in the game anymore, aside from kill hill giants for their limpwort roots. How? How did that not? How is that in and the last one wasn't? They keep giving easy targets. Oh yeah. I love that there are some people out there who are so unbelievably spiteful and not self-aware enough to realize that they fucking suck at a game to take it out on others. It is so funny seeing people get so worked up about the game and getting shit on. Like, brother, it is not a big deal. Like, you're supposed to enjoy what you do, you know? Why are you getting fucking worked up about something that you can improve on at the end of the day? That's you. That's you. That's a you problem. If you're getting fucking killed every single time you run it down mid, then maybe there's something wrong with your immediate fundamentals and general mechanics. Maybe you need to start there instead of blaming other people for your shortcomings as a gamer. I was about to say, like, are you really a gamer if you're blaming other people? And I realize the answer is yes. That's what makes people gamers. That is the one thing that does make people gamers. The trash talk. Sometimes I miss the amount of trash talking that Call of Duty introduced into the world on Xbox Live and PSN open mics. Like, I miss that. Because you would pop into an open lobby, and then all you would hear are people yelling at each other profusely with the most heinous things known to mankind. It would just be kids coming back from middle school, I am kid, and just yelling on open comms about the guy that just killed them 2 seconds. And every time they die, you would hear it, because they would make a fuss about it every single time. I usually try to show them how the game works and what I did to make them think I was cheating in War Thunder, of course. Do they listen to you? I feel like 9 times out of 10, if you find someone that's trying to accuse you of cheating, they're not gonna listen to you because they're just gonna think that you're a fucking cheater. I feel like trying to get through to them is a futile task. Hold. Called me slow. Yeah, that checks. I mean, you're in EU servers, right? I feel like that's the norm over there, ain't it? Like, I feel like the open mic inside of the EU servers would just be an amalgamation of every single country's slur mixed into a single language. There's probably like There's probably like a lot of linguistic studies that you can do inside of an EU server in whatever game, from CSGO or otherwise. Text chat, by the way. Yeah, I know. I've watched the Seth video on War Thunder. So I know about how those open text chats work. He was like, "Oh, by the way, I was on the NA server. If you go to EU, it is literally just amalgamation of every fucking European and like fucking Balkan country mixed into one. And it's all just slurs left and right. And then the moment someone says, 'Oh, I'm from the United Kingdom,' everyone turns on them." Fucking murders them. Hold. No way. Wait, how do I do that? Can I do that consistently? It's like when you go to bowl and you just slowly throw your bowl into the center. How do I do that? Because my first strat was just like throwing the chip all the way over here and then having it drift to the side. Like how professional bowlers do it. I have over 1 KD and that makes me one of the top players. I wish I were good at a shooter again, man. Sometimes I miss like the old Apex days, but as it stands right now, most of the Apex players are long-time standing people who are coping about how bad the game has gotten and keep saying that everything's bad and Respawn's doing a horrible job, but then they do nothing to fix it. But yet they still play the game and buy the battle pass. And they are part of the problem. You know? But good for you. That sounds awesome. To be able to have 1 KD. I remember when I used to be the type of guy to meticulously make sure that my KD stayed in a specific range when I was playing Apex, and then every single time that I would go below 1, I'd be so horrifically angry at myself. It is not a shooter. Tanks and map knowledge. What do tanks do? Okay, what do tanks do? Map knowledge. Flanking. You're describing a shooter. What do tanks do? What do they fire? The word fire. Ram other tanks. Yeah, you know what you can do as a person inside of Apex Legends? Also ram into other people. You are playing a battle royale, okay? They're all the fucking same thing. That defied physics. I don't know if I should count that, assuming that I get farther. I'm not getting farther. You've genuinely described the shooter, and I don't know what to tell you. I got history on my side. Okay, but I have game mechanics on my side, you fucking dungus. What do tanks do? They ram into things. They hit... You can translate that into melee. And what does history have throughout its entire course between fucking vehicles or human beings? Melee. Yeah, that's a thing. Map knowledge, that's the same fucking thing. Know where you drop, all that bullshit. Flanking. Yeah, exactly. It's called positioning. We all get it. You're not special. It's all the same. It's all the same shit. Everything has a kill and death ratio. Everything. At the end of the day, everything gets fucking killed, and it's all numbers at the end of the day. You would strip the bare bones functionality of the game, and what do you get? Numbers, zeros and ones, and sometimes there's ones more than zeros. They're slow. People can be slow. You can hold shift and walk. In fact, a lot of shooter games encourage you to be slow. Are you happy now? Yes. Like, you got history on your side, but I have the voice here. I'm the one who can physically and vocally crash out. We are not the same. Google Battle of Kursk. Did people just ram into each other? The battle was marked by single costliest day in the history of aerial warfare, single deadliest armored battle in history, further marked by fierce house-to-house fighting and hand-to-hand combat. Wilden. Reed is verbally abusing me? I'm not verbally abusing you, I'm just being loud. There's a difference. Verbally abusing you would be calling you text chat slurs. I'm just trying to make my point by barking up louder than I actually am, you know? Oh my god, is that the Fisher? Is that the web fishing not drama streamers out there at Tanomo? Hi Seth and Raiders, how's it going? Hope you guys are doing good. You didn't webfish? I didn't webfish. You're right. Cause I didn't want to run it back from last time. I was too busy doing Trick Shot Simulator. Anyway, I hope you had a good stream. Is the lobby still open? Am I in the background? No, you left the game. It's dead. It would have been silly. It would have been silly, but then I probably would have forced you to yap for 3 more hours. You were just getting... I know! Because I saw! Because I fucking saw. I pulled up the game. And you know what I saw? I saw you guys punching me into spawn and putting me into the eye of the storm. You guys were using me as a fucking doll for your own selfish desires and needs. What is wrong with you people? I have it on stream. I have it. I saw. I put it on the Jumbotron. The eye of the tiger. Yes. Mackie fisted you. Ryu started first. Okay, who started what first? Because that determines who gets banned. Anyway, hi Tunana. Hi Ocean, even though you're already here earlier. Hi Ryu. Hi Hot Chick. Hi Mackie. My eyes. Hi Shaka. My eyes are burning. Anyway, hope you guys are doing good. For those who don't know, I'm Reed. I don't play games. I play life lessons. And as of recent, how long have I been spending on fucking Trick Shot Simulator? It's been 5 hours. Anyway. And this is only the start of the journey that we are taking upon this game. I don't know how long it's gonna take me, but we're gonna get there. It's not about the journey, it's about the destination. Wait, it's the other way around, isn't it? How was Myrtle? We got there. That's a lie. I didn't get there. I fucked up. Apparently there was a contradiction that I didn't correctly get, and I'm gonna be right back. My brother came around with merch, and he gave some to me. I now have a large vinyl poster of Sarah's Fauna sitting on my bed right now. So that's pretty cool. Life lessons in wasting time? What is wrong with you? Any game that we play is wasting time. When we can be doing other things like, I don't know, enjoying time with our families. Or fishing in real life or otherwise. Every moment that we spend on the internet, if it's not like conducive to our jobs or making money, is a waste of time at the end of the day. It's choosing what we do with our time.
Hi, Reed.
Wasting time isn't
right here
real.
Is precious. I love this and I will protect it with every fiber of my being.
Wasting time isn't real. It's at the eye of the beholder, okay? Streaming can be considered a waste of time, depending on who you ask. If you're asking like an octogenarian, then yeah, they'll probably say streaming is a waste of time.
Get it twisted. Nothing in life.
Exactly!
matters.
Get it fucking
Everything
twisted!
is meaningless.
Exactly, get it twisted, man. Everything's a waste of time. Lessons in wasting time. It's not about wasting time, because if you're wasting time, then you're not getting something out of it, okay? I'm getting something out of this. I'm being philosophical and thinking about... Wait! Like, I'm thinking real hard about getting the chips in the cap, man. It's about strengthening my mind to be able to do the most menial of tasks and do them correctly. And a lot of the times, turns out people can't even do their own jobs correctly. So, how can I call myself like a real person if I can't do small, tiny things like getting the chips in the cap, man? This game's a real neurodivergence test. Neurodivergence test. I don't know what you're talking about. Ugh. Don't give me hope like that, man. That chip went wild? Yeah, man, like a potato. But anyway, if you guys need to leave and pass out and sleep or go to work like Chris is right now and abandoning me with the Raiders, then please feel free to do so, because it is how it is. It is how it be. But no, yeah. I'm trying to think. Because I've been on the binge of really bad posts on Reddit as of recent, and I don't know if it's good for my soul to constantly be looking at these, because there are a lot. I've been looking at of, am I the asshole? Am I overreacting? All of those jazzes. What did I see as of recent? Hang on, let me scroll down. I'm just scrolling through. I've done my work here. You did. I'm not saying that you didn't. So, I see there's a post that someone... Okay, so these two were like talking on whatever dating app that they were using and whatnot, and then within like the first week or something, one person gets sent a whole list of like regulations that the other needs to fulfill in order to maintain their relationship. Like a whole bullet pointed list of how to date effectively. And it's like, give me $200 every day. Make sure you text me at least 3 times every single day at different times of the day. I want planned dates every week except on Thursdays. I want love letters sent to my doorstep at the start of every Sunday to show that you love me. Access to all of your phone passwords and social media. That's scamming right there at that point. You can't... What the hell? One of them is, you can't wear the jeans you wore on date 2? He didn't need that, man. What the hell? You just throw him out like that? Yeah, your pants that you wore on the second date, they fucking sucked. Never wear those ever again. Send them to the Goodwill. Like, why would you do that? All of this comes back to that one girl who tried to get 4 dozen. Oh, Twitchy Lance, thank you for the follow, and thank you for being number 900. Very cool. Yippee! Yeah, now we're only however many. There's an obvious number to that. It's called 100. Now we're 100 away from that fat 9K. Very nice, very nice. How do I adjust things? How do I adjust things on OBS? How do I oh wait, hang on. Start new goal. There we go. There we go. And then we put that to, we're just gonna put that to 1,000. There we go. Cool. Very nice. Maybe we'll do that when okay, so here's the, what the fuck, 998? I didn't put that there. 1,000. Okay, I put 1,000. Start goal. Follower goal. 900. Okay, cool. I don't know how it got 998. I don't know if I ended up -2ing myself. But ideally speaking, we do that whenever I do my big stream. So I have a few projects that I'm doing right now that are taking the current priority. But then once I'm done with them, then I can actually plan out an event. And now I'm thinking about it, right? I'm not gonna do like a stream or subathon or anything like that. I'm just gonna steal inspiration from Nimi again and just like, I'm gonna, what in God's name? I'm just gonna steal inspiration from Nimi again and just do like a long stream, a few long streams in a row. Not like donathons or anything, I feel. I kind of just want to play games with friends, you know? I haven't done that in a while with stream friends. It's been a while since I've done that with stream friends. I want to play, I don't know, I want to play like poker or something. You know, I want to play some poker on stream. I want to do a redux of Death Road to Canada with all the new people that we've had so far, because we've had a lot of new people so far. Like, genuine. I feel like my entire fucking community has like made a giant shift in demographic over the last like, I don't know, 6 months. Play log. If like, no, stop it. Stop trying to manifest cursed words in my chat. You're ban-evading. That's exactly what you're doing. You're ban-evading. And you know I can't call mods right now because one's at work, one's asleep, and the other is maybe streaming? I don't know. I think I need more mods. I think this is just a sign I need, like, to get more mods. Ban Saf too, then? They've already been banned, like, 1 billion times at this point. I'm too lazy to do it again. Redacted game. I'm talking about Project Moon. Okay, but why would you redact Limbus Company? Limbus Company isn't banned. That is not in the... And I'm talking about Rivals. I'm not gonna play Marvel Rivals, man. It is not a game that I jive with. I've already said this before. The only reason why I'm not gonna play Marvel Rivals isn't because it's not a good game. Because, you know, a lot of people say it is a good game, and, you know, I'll take their word for it. It's because I don't like the IP. I just don't like Marvel that much, if at all. I'm very lukewarm to it. It's not my cup of tea. It's not for any reason in particular, it's just that, like, you know, I don't have any attachment to the IP itself. And now you could say the same thing about Overwatch, but then, you know, I enjoy all, like, the fan animations that people put out for it, so... There's at least some attachment in that regard, but I still wouldn't go out of my way to play the damn game. Marvel is shit. I like the fan animations of Overwatch 2. Exactamundo. Fan animations. Yeah, fan animations, man. Did I just do two chips in a row? I don't know who that new girl is though. I don't even know who that is. I don't even know that they're still adding characters to Overwatch. That's news to me, man. I've been more inundated with Invincible and Marvel Rivals on my timeline, and I kind of hate it. I'm hearing Nikke music. That's probably coming from your own phone and not from me. Because unless Leon Chang has been making music for Nikke, and I don't think they have, then I think you have gone full schizo. I've actually gotten back on the saddle for my dailies in my gacha games. Because for too long have I let my dailies kind of like wither away and die. I got to a point, I think Saf's gonna maybe blow a gasket at this, I don't know. It would be funny if they did, but I got to a point where I didn't do my weekly bonus mirror dungeon. Like, for a week. 70 crates lost to the ether, never to be used. How are you gonna get your free lunacy? Yarp. Yeah, I missed out on however, was it 750 lunacy? 70 crates? Yep. I forgot to do a weekly. I forgot to do a weekly in Limbus Company. I was kind of irritated at myself too, honestly. Because that's actually really good weekly rewards for playing the dang game. It's genuinely really good rewards for playing the game. But then, it was part because of the convention weekend. And then also of me still doing things with friends. So by the time I was done with the convention stuff, and before, thank you Funny for the follow, or I guess not Funny, or before times before the convention started, from Thursday to Monday, I just was focused on the anime convention entirely. Wednesday was like fine because I already did my weekly at that point. So the only days that I had to actually go ahead and focus on doing my weekly, because I'd have to sit down for that shit. It's 30 minutes of mirror dungeons. I know I could chip at it on my phone, but dear God, it would be annoying as hell. I'd rather just get at it in one go, you know? So the only days where I really had focus was Tuesday. And Wednesday, as you know, server reset and it all goes to hell from there. So yeah, I missed out on a whole week. However many crates that is, however many lunacy that is. But no, yeah. What else? What else was on the bullet point lists of dating? Numbers of your ex to check if you don't have kids / unresolved weird stuff. Okay. That's so fucking weird, man. A meeting with your parents in a not too long period of time. And then they finish off the whole list with a beautiful smile. That's maniacal, I feel. This is another one that really pissed me off. So there was a guy. Okay, so person 1. So I did some Googling and I landed on Stock and Barrel. I am assuming that's like the restaurant that they're going. Looks cozy enough. Lol. Made a resi for 7:30 tomorrow. Love it, sounds good. And that was the day before. 7:20 rolls around. The guy texts, I'll be there at 7:30. And then the reply to this was, I haven't heard from you since last night. When you didn't confirm with me this morning, I assumed that this wasn't happening. Like, you made a reservation, you fucking dingus. What are you talking about? It wasn't gonna happen. If you make a reservation to a restaurant, make the assumption that you're going to the motherfucking restaurant. It would be a different story if it were like a walk-in thing, but if someone made a reservation, that's your confirmation. Why do I have to go in the morning and say, "Hi, honey. Hi, honey. We're still on for 7:30, right? Oh yeah, of course mother, just fucking go to the restaurant, you dongus." I don't know. I've been inundated with these posts, man, and they make me angry. And I understand the Twitter algorithm now. It just makes sense because it's all built to make you pissed off. And people eat that shit up. Because people like getting pissed off. People like mentally crashing out. And as for me, I like not physically, I like verbally crashing out, motherfucker. I like verbally crashing out, man. I like that you're counting down the amount of followers we have until 1K. It is very interesting to me that I have gotten that far, and I feel like if you ask certain people, they would probably say, you did not get jack and shit. And you know, there's probably validity to that statement, right? Because, you know, growth is different for everybody, but then I guess it depends on how you define what growth is to begin with. Like, how I would define growth as a streamer is, you know, self-improvement. Have I gotten better at talking? The answer is yes, dude. When that cafe interview that I just did a few days ago came around, I was trained in the arts of yapping so unbelievably hard that I just knew how to improv my entire interview. I went into it with zero stress whatsoever because it was a very zero consequence job. And I was prepared for that over all those interview questions. Even though I had no idea what the hell I was talking about. In fact, when the question of what do you do in situations that you don't have any control over, I just yapped random bullshit for a minute straight, and the person conducting my interview just kept on nodding and smiling the entire way through. So either she thought I was insane, or she was vibing with the answer. And ideally, it's the second one. Ideally, it was the second one. But it's genuine. I think streaming for me, what it did was it just made me a better auteur. Orator. Whatever the word is. It just has made me a better speaker. Like, I'm really okay at public speaking now. I don't feel as anxious when it comes to it. And I've become a lot, despite the fact that, what's her name? Bunny Girl? An earlier person that followed said that I look like the the figure on the INFP page. And while that's pretty accurate, honestly, I feel like if I take you know what, let's take the Myers-Briggs test right now, see where I land. Because I feel like if I take the Myers-Briggs test now, I'm not going to be INFP. I might be. I could be INFJ or something. But you know, let's do the 16 Myers-Briggs. Yeah, let's do an MBT. Let's see where I land. For the sake of it. You regularly make new friends. No, very much hard disagree. I hate people, but the people that I do make friends with are the ones that I ideally stick to for at least 10 years. Complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple and straightforward ones. Yes, kind of. Yeah, I'll partially agree with that, because complex and novel ideas at some point will make me want to probably explode my neurons wide open in a way that isn't good. You feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you than by factual arguments. Yeah, that's very, 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 very real. Your living and working spaces are clean and organized. No. Organized to me, but to other people, disorganized. So we're gonna go like halfway there. You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. I'm the type of guy who starts squealing like a pressure cooker internally. You find the idea of networking or promoting yourself to strangers very daunting. 100%. I hate talking to people. If I have to force myself to talk to a random stranger, I'll do it. There's this one time where I was at a restaurant with friends. We are all introverts. And the reason you could tell was because we all were waiting for one of the servers to come to our table to get our check. And every single time one of them would pass us by, instead of stopping at our table, we would just let them pass by instead of saying, "Hey, can we get the fucking check?" So, yeah. I was the one, after 10 minutes of us looking at our phones, waiting for the next server to come around, to be the person that went ahead and asked for the check from the cashier at the front. None of my friends wanted to go forward. There was 3 of us, 4 of us, something like that. You prioritize and plan tasks effectively, often completing them well before the deadline. Nope. I am fueled by anxiety. That's how I work. If I have a deadline, that shit gets done right before the deadline or maybe a day before. Maximum. Emotional stories speak louder to you than numbers of data. Yes. Unless they're bullshitting me, in which case, then we have an issue. You like using organizing tools? Nope, not at all. I am very much a spur of the moment type of person. If something happens in front of me, then guess what? It's gonna stay there. I don't know where I was going with that one, man. Even a salt state can cause you to doubt your oh, easily, man. I overthink every single thing that I do. Easily. You're not too interested in discussions of various interpretations of creative works. Hey! Isn't everything a creative work when it comes to, like, anything? Not every poem has its own kind of meaning, you know? It's the meaning is in, like, the eye of the beholder. Like, I'll look at the Mona Lisa and say, that's a person. And then other people are shitting their lights out, crying over how beautiful her smile is. And I just see a painting. I go to an art museum, you know what I see? Paintings. I never had that Tom Haverford reaction where I just randomly look at a yellow square inside of a frame and just start thinking about life, man. I have not had an emotional reaction to looking at random shapes and lines. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and strike. It's hard to disagree, man. If I don't know them, I ain't talking to them. You don't look and goon to Mona Lisa hands. My name is not Yoshikage Kira. Okay? My name is not Yoshikage Kira. I am not 33 years old. My house is not in the northeast section of Morio, where all the villas are. I am not married. I do not work as an employee for the department store. I don't get home by 8 p.m. at the latest. I don't go to bed by 11 p.m. at the latest. And I don't have a glass of milk before I wake up, before I sleep, okay? And I would lose to anybody in a fight. I do like a quiet life, though. I'll put a partial disagree. Gotta call it the Moaning Lisa. Don't fucking goon over... I was supposed to say don't goon over a painting, but... that's a very hypocritical answer for me. Now that I think about it. Okay, you know what? No, there's like a difference because there's no like... There's nothing immediately like erotic about Mona Lisa. Like Kira's just fucking weird, man. He just likes hands. He doesn't like Mona Lisa's face. He likes Mona Lisa's hands, okay? There's a difference. The moaning... don't call it the Moaning Lisa, bro. You prioritize facts over people's feelings. I'm like partial disagree, but I still take their feelings into account at the very least. Hard agree for that. I do allow the day to unfold without any schedule at all. It is just kind of whatever comes, I take the opportunity. You rarely worry about whether you make an impression on people you meet. I always worry about my first impressions when it comes to people that actually matter. You enjoy participating in team-based activities. Nope. I'll put a partial. You enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches. Not really. Not really. I wouldn't say so. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. I'm not an innovator. I take the path of least resistance. You prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest. Yes. I'm assuming it means, like, when someone's being a dickhead and you're trying to be empathetic, but at the same time, it's about being blunt, right? Over understanding people's feelings. I believe that's what the question is implying. You actively seek out new experiences? Not really. You are prone to worrying about things that will take a turn for the worse? Yerp. You enjoy solitary hobbies? Yerp. You cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living? Yeah, I can't. I'm not a fanfic writer, man. Those are for the people who are very well inundated and dedicated to a certain IP. Like, I don't know, something along the lines of being addicted to art of random blonde vampires that are named after a random Spanish guy, or random blonde German twinks. You know, that's all yonder. That's not for me. That's for the people that can write for that long. Not for me. Efficiency in decisions, even if it means disregarding some emotional aspect. So this is a little different from an earlier bit. No. I still like taking into account people's feelings and stuff. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax? Hell no, man. I stay on that phone for my entire life. In disagreements, you prioritize proving your point over preserving the feelings of others. I'm gonna say a little bit of a yes to that, if I'm being honest with myself. Because I like being right. Usually wait for others to introduce themselves. Oh, 100%. I'm the last person to introduce myself. You will not catch me immediately going out through the entire group and saying, "Hi, I'm Reed." Your mood can change very quickly. You're not easily swayed by emotional arguments. I'm always swayed by emotional arguments. That's why I read
Hi, Reed.
VTuber confession documents on Twitter. Because I am easily emotionally swayed. Hi, Reed. Hey, hot chick. How's it going, hot chick? You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas. Yeah, guys. Would you pull the butt? Would you pull the lever for the trolley? In those situations, I probably would have to think in like mathematical terms, as fucked up as that is to say. The funny thing about this question, right? I like being alone, but I enjoy the company of others very much. Especially when they invite me around. If I like them enough. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. I get crazy interested at random theoreticals. Like last stream, we talked about what if aliens came around to Earth? Would we be able to kill them? The answer is no, because they came with technology that is beyond our understanding and comprehension to be able to even get here in the first place. So no fucking nukes or anything, unless they're like sitting outside their spaceship, are gonna kill them. Probably. I don't know. Like, if they have spaceships that can survive light speed shitting, then they can probably survive nukes. I'm no physicist, but I feel like that's how that would work. When the facts and feelings conflict, you usually find yourself following your heart. You find it challenging to maintain a consistent work. Oh, high agree. I'm so all over the place. You rarely second guess choices you've made. I always second guess them. Your friends would describe you as lively and outgoing. I don't know, guys. Am I lively and outgoing? I think I'm dead on the inside and don't like talking to people. So I'm probably going to put like a partial disagree on there. Who are the friends? That's a bit sad to actually say. So let's just put a partial disagree on that one. You're drawn to various forms of creative expression such as writing. No. Music. Music. You usually base your choices on objective facts. Not really. You have a to-do list. Hard no. You rarely feel insecure. Hard no. You avoid making phone calls. Hard agree. You enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints. Yes. I like exploring theoreticals that I have no business whatsoever even attempting to explore. Because I think that is just like how you make interesting conversation. Because what's the consequence of talking about theoreticals? Nothing really. It's just for fun arguments and fun discussion. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because it's a theoretical. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track? Not really. If I get interrupted, then I get interrupted. You're still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago? Yeah, I think about those relationships every single day, man. Like, I will have... Does anyone else have this? Random moments where you're just kind of walking around and a random situation that you were in 10 years ago pops into your brain, and all of a sudden you just start cringing in the middle of the house or whatever. To the point where you want to scream for a second. That happens to me all the time. Genuine. You're not interested in discussion. No, I like that. I like that. For the most part, kind of. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Yeah, I can say that. When making decisions, you focus on how the affected people might feel than on what is... Yeah. It's a lot of the same question. We can do the BDSM test next, honestly. That would be funny, right? Your personal work style is closer to a spontaneous burst of energy. Dude, this describes me to a T. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. I'm gonna put a hard disagree on that. Because they fuel my ego. You would love a job that requires you to work alone. You believe that pondering abstract... No, I can find the value in talking about the random bits that have to deal with the world around us. If a decision feels right to you, you often act on it. You often feel overwhelmed. Yep, you complete things methodically. Disagree. I'm very spontaneous. I prefer tasks that come up with creative solutions, then follow concrete steps. I'm like half emotional intuition. Yes, you struggle with deadlines. Hard agree. You have confidence that things will work out for you. I'm gonna put like an agree, because I kind of have the idea that I'm following the flow. That was not meant to be a reference to anything in particular, but I am like a follow the flow kind of person. It is my flow, but I am following the flow. I still am an INFP. It is not... INFPT? Yeah, this has not changed at all. I am not surprised by any means whatsoever. INFP gang. Yeah, INFP. I never changed in a billion years. I've always been INFP, but there was one time where I took this test and I was INFP. Was I INFJ? No, that wouldn't make any sense. I was INF something else. Or was it INFPA? Whatever. But this is very, yeah. This is very correct. I've never changed in a billion years. I feel like my BDSM test would definitely be different. But I'm not gonna take that. We'll save that for, like, the donations event or whatever the fuck. But anyway, back on topic. Whenever I start doing that, I do just want to play games with friends. But not L game. Or games that they want to play, I guess. Like the general games that I'm typically invited to. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna play those. I'm gonna do things. What do I have as a list? I have a list of things that I want to do. I want to go through them real quick. Let's see. Reed hates us. I like Monster Hunter. I'll do Monster Hunter. Like, community Monster Hunter. When the hub rolls around in April, dude. Oh, that's gonna be so good. Let me see. What do I got? Event stuff to do. Let's see. Trick Shot Simulator is one of the first things on the top of the list, and I'm already halfway through the game. That being said, I have spent 6 hours total on this chips in the cap game, Trick Shot, so I suppose there is like the issue therein. So I feel like by the time that we get around to doing the event, then I'm just gonna still be playing this game. I did say I want to play Elden Ring at some point, and now I'm just ripping off Nimi again, man. She's influencing every one of my actions. She's making me dream more. She's making me... I never talk... Like, did I talk about this? I talked about it the last stream, but I had a crazy dream where I was on a spaceship to Saturn. Or Venus. It was specifically Venus. Because it's next to us. Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Jupiter, Saturn. These are not stars. Uranus, Neptune. These 8 planets. Read it's Uranus. I don't care, man. I'll say Uranus for the entirety of my life. I didn't even know it was a funny thing back when I was a kid. Hold. Motherfucker. I have like my hours quota for chips in the cap. I have my hours quota for it. It has to be less than 15. And if I don't get it in less than 15 hours, then I have failed as a gamer. Then again, I suppose it's a different journey that I'm undertaking compared to other people out there who have played Trick Shot Simulator. Did Kanade ever finish Trick Shot Simulator? I only remember the first stream that she did of it. And people were like, we need to leave. And she was like, no one's leaving until we finish this game. And she was being insane about it. And I think that's so funny. Just holding your chat hostage. Hey, that's a crime that I can commit on stream. Kind of. That I kind of had a hostage on stream with the Yippee. Yippee was definitely a hostage that I had on stream, and that's definitely going in a certain video. Because that's going to be very funny. As an out-of-context clip. But, what else? I will definitely be playing Trick Shot Simulator. Gaggle. I really want to play Gaggle because it's just game show games, but for streamers. Or, like, it is literally just, you know, you're playing Price is Right, and not Wheel of Fortune, Deal or No Deal, probably, whatever the hell, Family Feud. It's just all of that. Just like old game show games. And it has Twitch integration. Go back on my speed run. Mortal Gauntlet. I want Mahjong Relapse. Password game would be a great... You know what I really want to do, though? All that being said, there was that one day where I held an impromptu D&D session, quote unquote, with chat, with you guys, and that was genuinely fun. The amount of chaos, there was like 3 different storylines happening in that entire stream. There was Chris, who was trying to make guns and then couldn't make guns, so had to try and see if he could get knighted or be under the family of a lord or baron or something. You had people who were trying to fuck God, and then at some point people had like a settlement that was being attacked by giant tree monsters, and then someone spawned in out of nowhere as a bloodborne hunter. It was so fun. It was so fun. And I kept saying to myself, I probably can't be a good DM. But if I had the material and source books and stuff, I feel like I would be a pretty good DM that just focuses on the silliness that comes with D&D. I don't think I would ever run like a very full-on serious game. Actually, now that I think about it, I have talked... It's been a while since I've talked about this, but I have done a D&D game before. I have hosted a D&D game before, where... Sorry, give me a second. I have hosted a D&D game before, where it was just a small one-shot where I could experiment as a DM. I remember it was with 2 of my friends, and I took them into... They went to like a hot spring or something. They went into a hot spring, and for some reason, when they asked, okay, what's in the hot spring? I described... The first thing that came to mind was... I said that there was a dragonborn inside of the hot spring, and that he had a towel on. And through the surface of the hot spring, you could see his member. I don't know why my initial bit was just scaly, like naked scaly encounter. I don't know why that was the first thing that came to mind, but it was. So maybe it's not a good idea if I be a DM, because I'm just gonna pull stupid shit like that again. That is the wildest coin I've ever seen in my entire life.
Get it twisted. Nothing in life matters. Everything is meaningless.
Welcome in, Lef. But no, yeah, I created a nude scaly encounter for a D&D session. For like zero explicable reason. Like there was no reason that he should have been there to begin with. But then I just put them in there anyway. And at the end of the day, I got some laughs out of it, man. So it was worth. It was definitely worth it. And they brought it up several years later, I think. I ended up bringing it up several years later because they were like, hey, who the hell was it that had a one-shot with the new Dragonborn? And I was like, oh yeah, that was me. Because we only have one DM. And the rest of us haven't ever really DM'd before. There were a few times where we did, but we only have like the one main dungeon master inside of our campaign. Do I have anything else from... I've been frequenting Am I Overreacting on Reddit. Just because a lot of the posts on there are like, you are definitely not overreacting by any stretch of the imagination. This person is genuinely mental and they should be treated as such. Am I overreacting? Let's go through like the top post. Wait, what the fuck? Am I overreacting for taking back the gifts I got my wife? What the fuck? Okay, what do you mean by this? I hit the jackpot online last week, $25,000, baby. Use my personal funds. I squirrel away each month. Felt like balling out, so I took the missus to that bougie steakhouse that we've been drooling over. Dropped 3 bills easy, then snagged her this designer bag, some sparkly stuff she's been low-key stalking. $1,200 in total. She rolls up the next day and asks, when do I get my half of the money? 90% of the posts there are fake like all the internet. Yeah, but it's fun talking about the situations to begin with anyway. It's fun believing everything is real. She goes on about how marriage equals what's mine is hers and I owe her 50% of my winnings. She went nuclear, called me stingy as fuck, and gave me that classic silent treatment vibe. So this AM, I just returned all her gifts and dumped that cash back with my winnings. He is definitely the asshole in this regard. Under the assumption that this post is real, that dude is definitely a fucking dickhead. I mean, they both are kind of fucking assholes. Let's be real. With one being like using that $25,000 that you won while you have a wife, you know, that you have a family, right? Yeah, you're taking care of a family. I don't know if they have kids or anything, but then you are married. What are you going to be? Is that literally just $25,000 to your personal funds that you're only going to be using for your personal funds? That should just be used for like making both you and the person that you have committed a marriage to, making both of your lives better. And them immediately being like, no, this is mine and mine alone. This came from my bank account. I was the one that pulled a slot machine handle, okay? Therefore, it is my money. Like, you're just being a little petty sod, I guess. In my humble opinion. But then at the same time, the wife is also kind of a dingus. Because she's like, what? Their marriage is already fucked from the get-go. Because she expected like a 50-50 split. When it should have just been, that is our money together, not our money separately. That should have just been their money together. Like, it's their $25,000. Not one gets $12,500 and the other gets $12,500. But then again, if they didn't split it to begin with, then one would have probably been more shafted than the other. They both, I think, fucking suck. She's, to a lesser extent, obviously. The guy, him taking back the gifts that he got his wife, immediately threw him to hell. Because that's not overreacting. That's you being a petty fucking middle schooler. That's just stupid, man. Like, you didn't think that you were gonna get reprimanded for taking away the gifts that you gave? Well, fucking duh, you're gonna get shat on. That is, you're not, like, they're not overreacting over your actions. You've definitely overreacted by taking everything back. That's just a dick move, bro. Like, that was genuinely unnecessary and escalating the situation more than it needed to. What else do we got going on? Let's see. Let me look at an Am I the Asshole? Let me look at an Am I the Asshole? That should be good. Oh god. Am I? What the fuck? Okay, let's see. Am I the asshole? Oh, I'm not gonna read that one. That's a bit rough. Am I the asshole for refusing to give up my bedroom for my niece and nephew? Let's see. My parents want me to give up my bedroom so that my sister's kids can have their own space. And they said no. Given the situation. My parents think it would be better for them to have their own room and are asking me to move to the couch or make do by squeezing into their office space. Okay, because the person that is on the other side of the argument over here is in the middle of like a rough spot. A lot of people are saying not the asshole. I kind of get it, honestly. If like, I kind of get where they're coming from. I don't know, man. I lived here my whole life and this is my home. I need my own space, especially since I have a heavy college workload. I don't see why I should need to sacrifice my room. The expectation of self-sacrifice for another person is kind of annoying to me. I don't know, man. Like, it's not like there aren't anything. It's not like there aren't other rooms inside of their house that they can go ahead and rest in. It's been stated in the post that there are other places that they can go ahead and make shop their couches and stuff, you know. They could probably make a whole bedroom out of the living room if they tried hard enough. So expecting someone to pack up all their crap and move to a different room inside of the house or like live on the couch is kind of a bit much, I feel. I feel like, I don't know, I kind of wanted to say he is the asshole, but he's kind of not the asshole. Let's see. I don't know, I feel like a lot of people have like the expectation of like they get what they want no matter what. Like it's people always have the expectation of kind of like getting what they want in that moment in time. But then again, I guess like you can make the argument that it's family. You're supposed to take care of family, Dominic Toretto. So I kind of understand that in a sense, but if I get into that situation, I'm definitely gonna say no, this is my room. And I've been, yeah, no, honestly, yeah, if I were in that situation, I would have just said this is my room. I can help you rearrange the house in another way that will maybe be more suitable to you having your kids over here, but this is my fucking room. This is where all my hentai is. I'm not moving from this spot. I probably would not. Yeah, I probably would say no. I always try to think in those situations of like, what am I gonna do? But a lot of the times when it comes to, like you said, Lef, a lot of the times when it comes to these posts, they are just kind of fake. So whenever you see the really obvious ones that are like, you are most definitely the asshole here, you're 100% the asshole here, then it's like, okay, yeah, this is kind of fucking stupid. Am I the asshole for publicly telling my ex-coworker that I don't like them? Dude, that's funny. Wait, let me read through this real quick. I love this job. She came up to me in a bar and we had a 10-minute conversation. She was asking me if I would recommend her for a job at the new company. I didn't notice that she followed me from my table until I got to my friends. Okay. So, someone walked into a bar, saw an ex-coworker who was jobless, and ex-coworker was trying to pine OP for a job. But then handled the situation horrifically by saying in front of their friends that I don't like you, please leave. Like, that is... Okay. More context, the ex-coworker was annoying. And was a horrible person. Okay, well in that regard, then you are not the asshole. Like, you should have probably followed that up first with your friends, saying that, hey, this person is a horrible person to me. Oh, she was just asking about, like, whether or not the bluntness of how she handled the conversation was... No, honestly, people... It's the bit of, like, people getting... Still the asshole for talking behind someone's back? So, OP... I mean, I feel like... Say it to their face or not say it at all? Oh, they said it to their face. Oh, they did say it to their face, though. The ex-coworker followed OP to their friend's table. And told her to piss off in that moment. Like, the ex-coworkers, the dipshit here, because they talk shit. They were the ones who talk shit behind other people's backs. OP being like full on blunt with saying get the fuck out, well, not get the fuck out, but saying bluntly to their face, I don't like you, please leave me alone. You're making me very uncomfortable. Might be getting yeah. So the person that talks behind their, like, people's backs was the ex-coworker. OP was followed by the ex-coworker to a table of friends, and then was hassling them a little bit, and then OP said, please leave, I don't like you. Honestly, people need to do that more. I wish I was able to do that more, but I feel like if that happens to me, I would just kind of have to tolerate their existence. Like, OP is not the asshole for being blunt. Because there are a lot of people out there who aren't gonna leave you alone unless you're full front blunt with them. It's another thing of, like... the ex-coworker, I'm pretty sure I can kind of figure out what their mindset is. They were kind of going for like, okay, you know, we used to be coworkers, so obviously they're gonna give me a hand in like the whatever situation that I'm in just because I knew them as an acquaintance. Even though despite the fact that I may have like talked shit about them. Like having that expectation that just because you know someone means that they're gonna help you is stupid. Especially if it's someone that... Especially if you're the type of person to like talk shit behind people's backs in the workspace. That's like the one thing that I'm really off with when it comes to like jobs. Like the workplace banter between coworkers. Dude, every moment that I walk into work, I'm always probably going to be thinking, okay, what the fuck are they saying behind my backs? Behind my back, rather. Because I feel like every time I would walk into work, I'm always like doing something wrong, man. And it's like, the personality test is real, man. Because I always end up stuck on the most minute of tiny details. Like, that is just me. I get stuck on the most small problems that I've done in my life, and then I get hung up on those for God knows how long. Can you just stay in the fucking bottle cap instead of ruining the forces of nature and Jesus, man. But no, yeah. I've never really gotten into my first job. I kind of regret leaving to an extent, because you know, again, it's a bit of hindsight's 2020 of my chef being very understanding of me learning, but also being firm enough that I actually do try to learn and improve myself. Like, they really did value mentorship a lot at my last job, at my first job rather. And I feel like I took that for granted because they cared a lot. Like, they cared a lot, I feel, about getting me up to speed with everybody else, and that they gave me the space to be able to make mistakes and to teach me to be better, and I really appreciated that. But then come time for my second, I know I always come back around to like the job conversations, but you know, that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles, man. I just get retrospective. But come around to like my second job, like at home, all the expectations are on me to like hold up service with my fucking 110-pound body. Not by my, like, at some point to be by myself, but I don't know, man. I'm just some slow learner. I should probably, every time, I got to a point where every time I go out into an interview and they ask me, do you have any questions for us? I'm gonna ask about the training program. How long am I gonna be in training? And if I'm slow, will I get that extra opportunity to like pick it up? You know? Because I feel like, I mean, this is just me talking about something that I have no idea about, which is business. So I don't know if this is like industry standard or whatnot, but I wouldn't immediately. I mean, the reason why I left was because those expectations were like way too fucking high on me. I really wish that I got eased into it a bit more, but I guess other people are up to scuff more than I am, so it is whatever. So, like, the job that I applied for, the small cafe job, ideally is like up to scuff, up to speed for me. The only thing that I don't really know how to do is barista work. And I haven't really worked front of house before. That's new to me. and I have to learn both. I've already done back of house work. That's where all my expertise lies, and that's where all my experience is in. But then when it came to, I've never dealt with customers directly before. However, that being said, I feel like I would be a good person to talk to customers, mainly because I am always talking to customers every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7:30 p.m. HST. You know, that's my job, more or less. Okay, maybe not calling this a job yet, but that is where my expertise lies. I know how to be I know how to be cordial. I know how to be like formal to people when it comes to it. And I do like customer service. At least talking to normal people and normal customers. When I have to deal with people that have no idea what they want for me, then we have a few issues because I don't know how the hell to help you. Like, what do you want? Do you want a coffee or something? What the fuck? So when I was doing my interview, there was a situation that happened inside of the cafe. And the cashier at the time, the barista that was running the register, was dealing with a customer that was asking for oil, salt, and vinegar on their salad or whatever, sandwich, whatever the fuck. And the owners were looking over to see how she would react to that bit, because they didn't weren't a fucking Subway. They didn't have any oil or anything like that immediately on hand, because they only serve mainly cold foods and sandwiches that get warmed up in the oven. So the server just said, you know, understandably, like, we don't have oil. But then the customer kept on asking for it. Like, the customer just kept on asking for it. So the owners were just looking to see how she would handle the situation. And when that popped up and when they told me what was going on, I was like, okay, how would I handle the situation? Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but we don't have any oil to be able to season your salad, but we do have the salt and pepper, so that's all I can provide for you. I don't know how I'd go about the situation. Unfortunately, we don't have any oil, sir, so the best that I can do for you is salt and pepper. Will that be okay? How may I take your order? Ah, you would like 200 macchiatos? Coming right up. Please kill me. I feel like I'm a bit excited for barista work, assuming that I get the job. But I'm a bit I am overqualified for the position, but then ideally I get paid for all the extra crap that I'm probably going to be doing for them. Because on my resume, it says multimedia manager. Hi, Grim. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. On my resume, it says multimedia manager, and I just have that as a catch-all thing for what VTubing is. Because I do random bits of social media here and there. I do a lot of edits for people for videos and stuff. So I just couldn't put Twitch streamer in my resume because that's probably like a red flag for most people. Oh, Twitch streamer, you mean like that guy who just got arrested in South Korea? No, that's not me, that's not me. I swear to God, that's not me, alright? Don't compare me to that fucking psychopath. Alright?
You will find happiness.
Get it twisted.
Get it twisted. You
How's
will
it going,
be
Grim?
happy.
Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. But yeah, I can't just put Twitch streamer on there, you know? Cause like, what does that show? That I spend most of my time, my free time, fucking playing video games, dude? Like, that's pretty not good. So putting multimedia manager in there was my brother's idea, and I was like, that's big brain, because that encompasses dealing with people, that encompasses video edits, and that's about it. Social media, all of that jazz. Social media, quote unquote, and the only thing that I do is have a Twitter fucking account. I have a question. It may or may not be from the shadow realm of the abyss of the galaxy, out back from the stars to below. Oh, so Australia. So, yeah, shoot. You may ask, as long as it, you know, it is not a bannable offense, or will put me on a list on the FBI, then we are good in the hood. I am definitely going to be making a halal snack pack after this, because that sounds really good right about now. Look. Do you want a flower? What kind of flower is it? Because, you know, do you know the language of flowers? Do you know about the white egret orchid? My thoughts will follow you into your dreams. Should I play Omori on stream? I feel like I would cry. I cried at fucking One Shot. I feel like I would cry at Omori. No, but do you want one? Yeah, sure. Give me a flower. It's gonna be an ASCII flower. And it's like an Among Us cock and balls or something. Wasn't that shown on like the Spanish Game Awards or something? Do you like cute stuff? I like cute stuff. I love cute stuff. I love cute art. I don't know if my voice or personality or looks detract from that, but I do like cute stuff. Then here's your flower. That is an adorable looking flower. Is that a daffodil? I appreciate it a lot, Grim. That's very wholesome of you to give around. Are you always this nice to people? What was I talking about before this? Oh yeah, coffee. But no, I haven't really had a lot of experience with front of house service or dealing with customers to like take their orders or whatnot. So when I was in high school, there's this one event that we did where we had guest chefs and you could either be a server and bus tables and stuff, or you could help the chefs. I was in the middle of my full-on cooking phase, and you know what I chose? Server. No, apparently I didn't want to work in the back of a restaurant. Even though I feel like that would have been my ticket in to begin with. I thought that being a fancy server with a nice vest and tie and dress shirt would have been good enough for me, but then after the entire event, I was like, I should have been making fucking beef Wellingtons, man, and fish and chips. Like, shit, that should have been me. I should have been the one making Welsh rarebits. But no, it's other people that probably didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Go to Offkai and make me beef Wellington? Who's gonna buy the beef? We can all get so high. Are you still drunk? You're hydrating, right? You have a bottle of water next to you, right? Or you have someone that can provide you with a bottle of water within this, the radius of 50 meters? I have water, and I have also cut my drink with water. Okay. So, here's what's gonna go. You need to just drink the water. What type of alcohol do you both prefer? I always have the answer for this. I am a Scotch person, and if not, I will drink sake. I like a good Lagavulin 16. The choice of drink of Ron Swanson, and apparently also Nick Offerman. But I do like Scotch. It is probably I guess I specifically like Lagavulin 16. Because it doesn't burn going down as much as other alcohols do. You're drinking rum? I hope the rum is good then. Because I've had this discussion before with someone else. And I was like, I don't like rum that much. And I don't know if it's just because the rum that I buy isn't that great or otherwise. But I hope you're enjoying your drinks. I prefer sweet drinks over drinks that taste like dirty wet socks. So here's like, I don't have a top 3 or anything, but absinthe, you do not. No, you're lying. You're lying. Like, are you serious? I mean, I like the anise flavor, okay? I like the anise flavor. That being said, that shit is strong. So, I have 3 drinks that I kind of flip-flop back and forth between. I drink scotch. Islay. I drink sake. Depends on, like, whatever. And I like drinking umeshu, which is Japanese plum wine. That is my sweet drink of choice because you can do anything with umeshu. You can have it straight, have it on ice, have it on a soda, and make a highball with it, which is probably the preferred way that most people drink umeshu, but I like having it straight. I haven't had it in a while, though, and I would love to buy some from the Don Quixote. Oh my god, Don Quixote mentioned? Limbus Company fan? Limbus Company fan? Waking up the Project Moon sleeper agents? I like it in shots. I like... when I was early in the VTubing bit, I had someone who put a drink and associated it to my character. Very lovely person. And she said, a death in the afternoon. Right? That's what it was called? Death in the afternoon. Yeah. It's an absinthe cocktail. And I've always wanted to try it. And then last year, I tried it. It's named after Ernest Hemingway. After a book of Ernest Hemingway of the same title. And, wouldn't you fucking know it, that shit was strong as hell. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? The United States. I know, I'm sorry. If you want to leave, then you can leave at that point, because I will understand if that was what put you off. Motherfucker. Oh, that's in. You've got me fucked up, man. I'm allergic to Malibu. My drink is rum and pineapple and cran and water? Cran and water? Damn. I'm not a cran person. I don't know if that changes your opinion of me, Kat. But I'm not a cran person. Ocean spray is not my jam. I guess that's why you dilute it with water. When I went to Thailand for the first time, this was about 2 or 3 years ago, I tried a drink called Spy. I think that's the right name. It's not for everyone. Oh my god, you're not getting mad at me despite the fact that you're sloshed? That's crazy. If I said that I don't like something... If someone said I don't like something to me as I'm piss drunk, I would fight. Like, I would throw hands no matter what. I only have a bunch of cran juice because my supervisor's husband required a shitload from his job, but I like it, so. Hey, as long as you like it, don't let any other person tell you otherwise to drink it, to not drink it. What's your opinion on Nutella? Nutella? It's better than peanut butter. But it's not better than just regular butter. If I were given the option between buttered toast, regular buttered toast, and Nutella toast, I will without question, choose the buttered toast. Call me Ed from Ed, Ed and Eddie. It also no diffs certain other toast toppings out there. Because I know who are the people that freaking sprinkle chocolate sprinkles on top of their toasts? Somewhere in Europe. And then you have the fairy bread from Australia. Nutella clears those both. No questions asked. Probably the Brits. It was not the Brits. It was Denmark, I think. Denmark. Chocolate sprinkles. It's Dutch. It's Netherlands, boys. And we know that the Brits have worse things that they put on food, right? They have toast sandwiches, man. Alright, okay, there's the thing, right? Like, there are a few things that I have a few questions with when it comes to British food, right? Jellied eels, maybe. I like eel, but then I don't know if I would like the jelly. Toast sandwiches, literally just putting a fucking slice of toast between two slices of bread. I would fuck a chip buddy so bad. You know? Just a fries sandwich. That sounds really good to me. It's just a potato sandwich at the end of the day. Like a crisp buddy, a chip buddy. Buddies are just another word for sandwich in the UK. So, you know, chip buddy, French fry sandwich, potato chip sandwich. I would honestly fuck both of those. Those are good. I'm okay with those. But then they have stuff like, I mean, peanuts on toast is like whatever. Buddy. Call me John Whiteman. And I'm angry at someone at the middle of the Walmart. I'm in a game. Don't worry about it. I have a honey raspberry jam I really like on my toast. Has anyone tried syrup on scrambled eggs? You lost me. Yeah, you lost me there, friend. Like, what, pancake syrup? Maple syrup on scrambled eggs? Are you... Try it? No, I'm good, man. I have what people call a refined palate. I want French fried, but it's almost 4 a.m. Just make it quiet in the middle of your kitchen. Just pull out the frozen French fries bag out of the freezer and just eat the French fries from frozen. Your mouth is the microwave. I think you're right. Yeah. Yeah, I know I'm right. I might have some curly fries in there. Get at it. Get at it, queen. You deserve that fucking bag. Make sure to get some sauce on those bad boys too, you know? You have some buttermilk ranch? Get that BK special? Does anybody have an air fryer? So, there was a post by Fuomoko on Twitter. Was it Fuomoko? No, who the fuck was it? It was like, air fryer or microwave? Which should I get first? Was it... who the fuck was it? Air fryer or microwave? I will abide by the results of the poll. I like my air fryer more than I use my microwave. I use my air fryer more than I use my microwave at this point. Because it's an oven. An air fryer is just a countertop oven, okay? Sorry, I had to mental reset there for a second. But an air fryer is just a countertop oven, man. So it's going to do oven things. In my opinion, that's not an opinion, that is just an observation. And real. Because that is what it does. Ain't gonna fuck with any of those American machinations? Okay, brother. Are air fryers American? Where invented air fryer? A tale of intrigue. What the fuck are you talking about, man? It's not that. Fred van der Weijs. Okay. Alright. Fred van der Weijs. The innovator behind the Dutch. It's from the Netherlands. So you can blame the Dutch. It's much more popular in America. You can blame the Dutch. Because there are a lot of things that are more popular in America, but they originate in different places. Just... I could blame the Dutch for a lot of things. Okay, fair enough. I would cuddle my air fryer at night. I remember I posted a picture of a censored air fryer with no context whatsoever. And I just posted that on Twitter. Like stealing the spice roots and the sex tower. Yeah, we can blame the Dutch for that one. Like that should have been everybody's sex tower, man. Like Jesus. They're only thinking for themselves, those fucking selfish pricks. I'd cuddle my air fryer at night. Okay, so, Kat, I don't know if this is, like, the appropriate time to talk about this, but there's a food that Australia likes to make, and it's basically gyro meat on top of fries with, like, 3 different types of sauces. How does that sound to you? Does that sound like would smash immediately sort of vibes? Especially on, like, a 3 a.m. food binge? Or what? How are you feeling about that one? Because I might end up doing that in 20 minutes. I'm so overstimulated. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. That sounds like just... I mean, I'm proud. I'm happy for you, I guess. But you don't have to, like, say that in the middle of chat. That's kind of weird. But, you know, fair enough. Tag over. I'm sorry. I had to, okay? It was there. I just had to make it, okay? Like you presented the fucking sausage, I had to cut it open. Am I banning someone tonight? If you were banning anyone, it would have probably been me like 2.5 years ago. Like, if anything, I'm probably the one person that should get banned from my own channel the most with how many times I've doxed myself. Like, genuine. Can you, like, sit the fuck down? Okay, dude. Sometimes I wish I could. Yeah, but you can't. You're stuck here forever. I mean... You know, it's your choice to leave at the end of the day. And then I'll get depressed and never do anything ever again. I disappear from the face of the earth. Watch me, I'll do it. 6 months, just wait. Snap Thanos out of existence. Full on Google Docs, retiring, Nah, I don't have any plans for that anytime soon, I don't think. Don't dox yourself? I've done it way too many times, man. It's already too late. I already say that I live in fucking Hawaii of all things. The thing is, right? What are people gonna do with that information? I guess find my IP, which is probably really bad. Hold. I was getting my reps in a little bit. I don't know if that's cheating or not. Don't give your own coordinates. I don't think I ever will, because that's way too much effort to find out my exact location at this moment in time and then triangulate the position of that with other satellites out there. I feel like it's a lot of... It's probably not a lot of effort to dox people now I think about it. Because if fucking teenagers can go ahead and steal info from the CIA, and not only that, but steal like prototype technologies from gaming companies, then I feel like it cannot be that hard to actually dox someone. But then at the same time, you have to be like mental to be able to go ahead and do that to begin with. I'm in a VC playing L game and karaoke and listening to you yap. Stimulated? She is fucking off her gourd right now, guys. God damn. I'm so stimulated. I hope that you know that when you wake up with however many levels of hangover that you're gonna have, I hope you know that I'm only ever gonna say stimulated in DMs because I think it's gonna be funny. It's like how we used to say whatchamacallit, like emoji pending back in the olden days. God, that was a fucking long time ago. I don't want to think about that. Did you sign up for any game? I signed up for Board Game Online. She's gone. Yeah, she's off her gourd, bro. I am here. Yeah, that's what you want us to think. But yeah, I did sign up for Board Game Online, which I definitely want to play more with stream. We have switched to a drawing game. No more stimulation. 07. I mean, if I'm being real, this is all the stimulation that I need. Rolling the chips into the caps, man. This is... Hold. That was the closest I have ever gotten. There was just too much chutzpah. There was just way too much sauce on that throw that... It just gotta be like a wonk like that. Like, psh. Fuck you! What the hell, man? Okay. This is Peem content, though, I will say. We are making progress. That cannot be understated. Like, the amount of progress that we have been making. Have you heard this song before? Two trucks having sex. Nope, that's a new one to me. That sounds like the same guy that made Ram Ranch. That definitely sounds like the same guy. But no, I've not heard two trucks having sex. Does it sound exactly like two trucks having sex? Lemon Demon. Oh yeah, I don't listen to Lemon Demon. Despite the similar names, we do not get along, I don't think. Disregard. 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 The hell was that? You and I are literally Lemon Demon. Ah! How did you have that revelation when you're sloshed? That's crazy. I guess I have those types of ideas when I'm unbelievably drunk off my fucking mind. My third eye is open. I think we just need... This is just a sign, guys. Like, alcohol is how you... Sorry, I was really looking at that, I was really looking at that chip flip a billion times. 10 years in the joint made you a fucking pussy. You know, it's about time that I play Yakuza 4, now I think about it. It's actually, you know, I kind of wanted to play Snake Eater. But I know the remake is coming out, and I'm like, do I really want to play the new one, or do I want to play the old one? I like the old one, man. I'm still in it. Left is still in a dream. God, I wish that was me. But your curly fries. What about the curly fries, man? I'm gaming. Who the fuck's gonna make the curly fries if you're gaming? I have a decent sleep schedule now. Yeah. I don't think I do, at least. A good sleep schedule is a lie. Like, I guarantee you, the moment that I'm done over here in like 10 minutes, I'm just gonna go ahead and move back to like, I don't know, doing commissions and stuff. No more staying up until 6 AM to watch VTubers. He hates my ass. The years are catching up to me. That's how I feel with games in general, man. I think longer form games... I've already said this, my piece on it, but I feel like longer form games I just can't get myself to play anymore. Shit feels like way too long. Like Shadow of the Erdtree I want to play, but it feels so fucking long. The mid-20s are tough? Yeah. You're basically old at that point. Used goods, never to be seen ever again. You're supposed to be in the bargain bin at the supermarket. Truly a time. That being said, though, dude, as of recent, I don't know, I think I found a life cheat code. I have been taking multivitamins. And I don't know if it's placebo or otherwise, but as of the last 5 days, I've been so unbelievably productive off of just getting my daily nutritions from a single pill. Like, I feel more awake in the morning. I feel like I could actually do work. And I have been doing work over the last 4 or 5 days between mixing the song cover and doing people's commissions. I have been actually productive for once in my entire life, and I feel great about it. And I don't know if it's because I finally found inspiration to do things that I actually enjoy. Not saying that I don't enjoy, you know, VTubing. I love streaming. Streaming's very fun. It's why I do it every Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 7:30 p.m. PST to later. A time decided by me and me alone. But like, Well, like, where was I going with that? I was talking about things that I like. Oh yeah, multivitamins. And inspiration. This me doing and mixing that whole cover song that I cooked up over the course of like 4 days was genuinely the most effort that I put into one of the things that I put the most effort into when it came to streaming. What are the things that I put the most effort into? I can't even say that I put a lot of effort into my own model design because I didn't have much input on it aside from reference images and whatnot. And the person that made my model like cooked up something that I eventually really liked. But what else? Like the charity stream, I feel like I put a decent amount of effort into it. Covers, I haven't put a lot of effort into a music cover in a long time. It's been like 2.5 or 3 years since I last did. And this is the most effort that I've ever this is genuinely the most effort that I've done in terms of revising shit. The maid costume, there's zero effort for the maid costume, man. It's just that I put the camera on and I wear the damn thing. Why do I have to sniffle every single fucking stream, man? Jesus Christ. There's gotta be like allergy medicines that I can get or something, but I don't think it's allergies. The Eula body pillow. The funny thing about that being said is that I haven't switched body pillow covers in like a while. That's actually a very disgusting thought now I think about it. I should probably like do a switch and clean. Not everybody shows their crusty pillow to the world. Yeah, but it was funny. And there's only like 10 people maximum in stream. Actually, no, I take that back. 9 people maximum in stream. When I did my subathon, donathon, whatever the fuckathon. We need another game to play. I've got zero idea, I'm gonna be honest. I'll have to look into more animal likes. Hold. Well. Animal like? Yeah. Animal like. As in games, multiplayer games with animals in it. Monhun. As much as I would like, I don't know. I don't think that counts because it's more like cute animals and we don't kill any of them. Like it's usually that, not. Yeah, we don't usually kill the animals on stream. We usually play as them. I would love to play Monhun though. I want to play Do I want to play Monster Hunter on stream? Dude, I'm like... The only thing that I need in Monster Hunter right now are fucking decorations, and that's it. I've been... Once I got to the point of only farming Arkveld, and only Arkveld, not tempered Arkveld. Just for decorations and not Ardian parts, I was like, dude, I'm bored as hell playing against the same fucking monster over and over and over again. And I know I don't have to because I can go to other monsters, but like 6-minute Arkveld runs are just easy. And then if I go into a Gormagala hunt, then people just immediately die. Either me or somebody else. I'm not very far. Oh, I'm at the end. I finished that shit in like the span of a few days. So I can't wait for the title update coming up soon with Mizitsune. And then Zoshia. Oh, dude. The armor set for Zoshia, man, looks so good. We're getting Arch Tempered Ray Down next month. That's gonna be nice. Cause I really, we really needed like a little bit of a difficulty spike. I hope it's more of a challenge. Yeah, Ray Dao isn't exactly a very hard fight. I say that as a bow main, so my opinion means fucking all. But I do just dodge through everything. Everything's so squishy, but we don't have master mode yet. Yeah, I'm waiting for MR to come in soon. That'd be nice. But that's probably not coming in until like a lot later. Which is unfortunate. Jesus Christ, dude. More like next year? That's gonna come in very fucking soon, dude. Like, 2024 went by so fucking fast. And we're all... Guess what? Guess what? It's almost fucking April, bro. We're almost 1/4 of the way through 2025. Okay? 1/3, rather. Cat month? It's cat... Oh, yeah, it is cat month. Big events happen for... I'm gonna stop, dude. There's something in my nose. I sound like someone who just lost a fight against their older sibling, and I need to stop sniffling on stream. It's getting annoying. I don't know why I'm so fucking congested right now, but I sound like ass. The sniffles, like they're like I would be more okay and tolerable of my sniffling if, like, I don't know, it was like cute or something. But it just sounds like... Anyway, if AT Raydao comes around, when AT Raydao comes around, I really like the Raydao set a lot. I love the fucking cloak that it has. I love the tails that it has. So I kind of just want it for the fashion. I was about to say Fashionscape, but Fashion Hunter. And I'm still working on my fashion, cause that is the real end game. Finding drip, and it is so unfortunate that the cool drip is kind of stuck behind pre-order bonuses. That kind of makes me irritated, but it is what it is. Alright, I'm gonna be ending. I'm tired, and I don't know. I guess I have allergies or some shit like that. I'm a little butterfly. Cat, do you have anyone that I can raid? Bunny. Post link in chat. Skino Bunny. Cool. Alright, we're taking all of the radders. How the hell do I raid again? There we go. Broken picture phone, eh? Oh, that is where you are right now, hey? Alright. Raid messages. Oh yeah, most of you are dead, but it is fine. I feel like I should change my streaming time now because of daylight savings. I don't know. Maybe I should just stream later overall. I don't know, man. I don't know how this shit works. Stream earlier, stream later, stream whenever the fuck. I don't know. I gotta figure things out. Anyway. Thank you for stopping by. It means a lot. We're gonna be raiding into Cat's friend. And that's where Cat is right now. So congratulations, you've successfully advertised. I am there. That is you. You're there. All right. Hang on. One more trick shot for the road. I'm gonna keep trick shotting until we raid out. Mwah mwah mwah. And thank you, Left, for being here, as always. I appreciate it. Just in case we have any fucking more weirdos out there who tell me to commit war crimes. Why do fucking people on Twitch have to be so fucking weird, dude? Why are you RPing in a Twitch chat? That's just strange. Like, it makes sense if you're playing a character, but you're like a guy. You're just like a guy who's trying to intentionally get himself banned. Like, brother. Dumb people. Yeah, but they're interesting in the worst way. Just get it in the cap. Just get the fucking thing in the cap, man, before we leave. There we go.